You guys went to a place called Mbala. Originally, though, you guys started off with Scratch, finding Scratch. You guys found Vorn, this automated shield guardian construct built by a wizard. As many have flocked to Shult to undiscover the reason why no one can be resurrected. The elites of Zin, the kings, the queens, and certain sects of mages are all having issues. And those who have been resurrected are slowly withering away. Something is draining the life force out of Zin. The diviners have discovered that it is coming from a land of Chult, a floating island, the southwest part of the continent of Orin. You guys found Vorn. You guys went to the spirit guardian of the jungle. He told you about a lost city of Omo. It's far in the south. It's a place where Ross Nice. Ross is the title of the person. Nice, I guess, is the guy's name. And he challenged the gods. He questioned the gods.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, that's always a good game plan.
Well, he questioned them because around the time of after the Age of Heroes, fires and troubles began, and that's when the darkness came. And he questioned the gods, why do you let this happen? And the Mouthless One, someone that you don't know, but Rune saw a vision of maybe the Mouthless One. A man in a mask. Strange in the visions of the spirit guardian. With this information, you guys decide to head east to Mbala, the city where, apparently the city of wonder, where Rosnice once resided, now just left for ruins, as his undead army that he once controlled with the Mouthless One roams freely throughout Chult, uncontrolled, and ever so creeping north to Port Naranzaru. Strange. And then you guys were just exploring around. You guys met an old woman. She complained about the Ptrafolk that had been ravaging the area. She pointed out a cave where these Ptrafolk are at. But you guys were kind of exploring around, and there was a riddle of this giant statue. You guys poured a bunch of water into it, and a secret doorway opened up, and you guys went down and discovered it was the old king of this place, who was waiting for the Mouthless One to call. He awoken from his tomb as Thorin kind of went in there, just kicked down the door and did what dwarves do best. And him and his 3 concubines stood no chance to the mighty party. And you guys killed King Kuala Munbwala. You guys got a rain staff out of it, though. Pretty powerful artifact. I think that's kind of where we left the game off. You guys are just kind of down here in King Kuala Munbwala's place. What do you guys do? It is right now 5:41.
And then we just finished fighting the 3 mummy zombie thingies, right?
Does anybody else want to add anything, or?
I mean,
I think we need to put all the bodies into one area. I cast bonfire to make sure none of these bastards come back to life.
Didn't that not work, though?
No, great. The thing that I would try to do, give them a peaceful death, didn't work. But maybe casting them on fire, burning them to ash, may work.
Have you ever burned a corpse before?
I have.
Yeah, when I first joined the group. After that first fight.
So it smells really bad after you start burning it.
Or you get used to the smell.
There's some barbecue.
That's the thing. A lot of animals like to eat things that smell like that, and might not be the best idea to do that in an enclosed location.
Well, we also can take the books. We can take all the notebooks and see if someone who can read this language that we all don't understand bring it to the town and see if we can get more information about Mbala.
Well, who's gonna carry it?
Who's the strongest?
Not me.
Don't look at me. I
No,
don't
no.
want to carry nothing. I don't want to carry nothing.
But information is key. You know, how I learned Draconic was, you know, at first it looked like a bunch of scribbles. And then it got slowly more progressive, and then afterwards I got used to it.
I take offense to that, but I'm going to let it slide because you're ignorant.
But
I
carrying
ain't ignorant,
bodies.
I'm a chef. Draconic is like the beginning of cooking.
That.
Okay.
Okay.
But carrying bodies is kind of a waste of time. So let's move on to the next chamber, shall we? I think it's time to move to the next chamber.
Yeah.
I think that was the chamber, though.
Did we actually search?
As Willow says, as a
place?
snake.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to turn back at the end of last session.
Okay, let me turn you back. Woo! As Willow's body, the slender snake form of Willow, congeals, and the tail rolls up, and she flies around like a little pixie.
I don't know why, but a Bogart comes to mind.
Well, welcome back.
The poor concubines of King Mbala stand silent. It's been about a minute, so the moonfire effect goes away.
I'm gonna try to search along the walls for any, like, maybe buttons or loose bricks or something that might lead to another room.
Secret doors.
Roll an
Yeah, because
investigation
there's no
roll.
way that...
Tunnel.
Because in Scratch's mind, there's no way that there was just a king buried here in this tiny little room. Alright, investigation's a +1, so it's not great, but who knows? I might get lucky.
So,
and that is a 17. Not bad.
You see Scratch like dusting away some of the cobwebs. Getting your hands kind of grimy and dirty doing so, Scratch.
Yep.
So, looking for secret doors, is that investigation or sleight of hand?
Investigation.
Okay.
Why don't we all investigate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have advantage actually, so might as well.
Rune rolls one more time. So when we do a group roll with the party, unless it's perception against a surprise attack, only 2 players can roll. So Rune rolls again. What'd you roll, Rune?
Yeah. Can I roll with advantage, or is it just a normal roll?
Well, there are undead here, so you can roll with advantage, right?
Okay.
Scratch, you feel around the walls.
Yeah, that sucked. I love it.
Unfortunately not high enough, but with the help of Scratch points out something unusual. And you do feel like the presence of... something disturbing happened here. A long time ago, maybe. And there could be more undead here. You find a little... Between some of the cracks, Rune, on the wall here, you run your finger along and Scratch points out something as he clears away some cobwebs. It looks almost like residue, Rune. To some people, like maybe that. But Rune, you've put your centaur fingers together like this, and it's like ectoplasm.
Ooh,
oh boy.
Cool.
Well, we
Jelly.
need Warren.
It's the red sticky stuff.
Yeah, it means we got a lot of slime coming our way.
What?
Slime.
Slime.
Wait a second.
You mean like a ooze?
No,
Wait a second.
Ectoplasm usually means jellies or slimes. They're typically, things that can eat through your skin.
Well, good thing my skin has scales.
He says he just kind of flicks his arm.
If it is what he's saying, chefs use it to tenderize meats at times. Yeah, you would not be protected from this thing.
Maybe you can use it
Ah,
for your
yeah.
next meal, buddy.
I'll be alright. I'm tougher than
I'm not one of those type of chefs that can use that type of stuff.
It could be dessert. It could be like, green slime jello.
Yeah, it's sort of like pufferfish. You have to make sure you serve it correctly, or else you kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did we find a secret door?
Blowfish to die for.
That's a good question.
You're like pushing around, and you're trying to search for the secret door. I'll add, you guys spend a little bit more time in here to try to search for the secret door. I'll add
I assume there's no other way out. So
I'll add 5 more minutes of timer. There appears to be no other secret doors. Scratch, and I guess it is unusual. Kuala Mbala was buried here, entombed.
okay, just this single room.
And
Oh,
then
people are weird.
and killed him.
And you
I'm gonna
killed
talk
him
about the
again.
ancient civilizations being weird.
Who
I've had my fun.
What?
Who's ready to leave? I am.
Well, Willow, I know you like history and whatnot. If you want to take any of those documents and see if anyone can translate them for you, you can do that. It could probably help our party.
I think Willow will probably take like 1 or 2 books with, after marking down where she found them.
Okay, yeah, and over the long rest, you can study them if you want.
Yeah.
Learning a language is
Oh,
a difficult process, though. This was written in Old Mbalian, right? And a mixture between Mbalian and Umian, the old ancient language here. I think I had you roll on it. You have it in your possession, and we'll make a roll over a long rest. When the long rest happens. Do we leave?
How many books are here?
A lot of the books and tombs and things are here, like, as we move over here. For instance, I'm just going to move Chef for now. There's just a lot of scrolls and a lot of dust. I linked the article last week, which had the most relevant information. There appears to just be, like, tax documents, agricultural records, trade reports, how should I say, a lot of red tape that, like, a bureaucrat or noble would have. But you did find this journal, which you uncovered last week. And Willow finds another article of note, and she puts it away.
Okay. So I guess we're done here if we can't find another chamber that connects, right?
Now on to the witch.
Maybe.
Old lady and a witch. She's just a nice, creepy old woman living by herself in the middle of an abandoned fortress in the middle of a dangerous jungle.
Well, let's take her loot then.
This thing is a gingerbread house, and it could be Hansel and Gretel.
Right. She did offer us cookies or scones or something, as I remember. Maybe they're baked kids.
I think we should just go in and take her stuff. That's what I think.
No! We're not thieves!
I didn't say anything about...
What I'm
You
going to
just
do
said
before
take her stuff!
We just asked nicely. We say, can you give us your stuff?
Oh, well, that's different. If she said yes.
Even if she doesn't say yes, we'll take it.
That's stealing.
Well,
Stealing is wrong.
Well, Odo did say that she isn't what she seems.
Right.
What, she could be like a older woman?
No. I heard adventurers hunt these creatures when I was cooking for a bunch of adventurers. They said that these creatures like to disguise themselves as innocent old ladies, and then you have to fight them. They're very powerful witches. They're like hags.
Oh, that's a
Do you
rude term.
actually know that? I mean, is your history that good? Out of curiosity.
Let's see. Should I roll history? My history is a +3.
I don't know.
What color?
Jeff, would you? Roll an 8.
What
I mean,
color?
I'm assuming, like, you know, you look as Scratch and Willow and Odo look, you know, looks through his plate mail armor at you, Scratch. You seem kind of convicted, you know, in your way you're saying something. But Odo, you know, this is a guy who just fucked the Queen of Goblins. So this guy might not be all legit.
Right, he's not all there. He's here, but not all there.
Never all there.
This guy will sleep with anything.
What was the color of the skin of the hag wolf?
Pale, white.
Okay.
Very interesting question.
Well, I'm gonna take a couple of these scrolls, you know, so just in case they're important. If not, you know, it's good to have them be preserved somewhere where people could appreciate them.
Yeah. You take the boring scribble papers. I'm gonna go back to Vaughn because I left him alone for too long and he gets sad whenever he's left alone.
You guys want me to move you outside?
Separation anxiety.
Yeah, he's like a puppy.
Should I move you guys outside? Okay. Let me move you guys outside here. You guys walk outside. The sun is starting to come down a little bit as it is almost 6 o'clock. You guys are getting kind of tired, right? We've traveled all day. You traveled up this mountain to this breathtaking view. And before we continue, who took the staff and who's going to attune themselves to the staff? Did we agree on that?
Chef,
I did.
Chef agreed, Chef did.
Yeah, Chef has the rain stick, right?
Yeah, he has the staff.
Okay.
I thought we're going to the hag's house, right?
You guys come upstairs and Artist Cinder's there. He's like, "Did you find any loot?"
We found this thingy, and I waved the staff.
Well, that counts. As you look over at Dragonbait, who's still passed out from being drunk. Like, this poor little guy, he's gonna need some more rest.
But let's leave him with the hag.
Yeah. Have the hag watch over him. Babysit.
Yeah,
So I could cook us up something for you guys if we are going to take a good sleep and look out for each other, or we could go after the Ptrafolk, then go for a long rest. It's up to you guys.
Do we know if the Ptrafolk are nocturnal?
I mean, they kind of attack me during the day, so I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right.
I tend to agree, Artisan. But this might not be the most safest place.
Fire tower place.
Oh yeah, they did fall asleep in the fire tower place. Yes, Will. Yes, I remember that. So they're not nocturnal.
Okay.
I want his ring. We need to take his ring from him. Bring it to the frost people.
Yeah, does he have that ring? I forget, of coldness or whatever.
This ring?
Yeah, that ring.
This is the ring of winter.
Ring of winter, that's it.
It is not meant for you. I already told you this, little one.
I wasn't here for that session.
Only the strongest minds can possess it.
That leaves me out.
I said I wanted to use it.
Well, it is not meant for you.
If only the strongest minds can use it, that's definitely Chef.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if that would create new mushrooms on you.
No.
Cold mushrooms.
Scratch has very big brain.
They'd be mushrooms that tasted like spearmint. Winter fresh.
Winter fresh.
As I forgot to do this, but as you guys come out, Vorn kind of comes over to Scratch and says, "Are you safe?"
I am safe.
Do you have any scratches,
However-
Scratch?
No, but I did get burned by a weird glowing light.
I say as I slowly turn my head towards Chef.
Warren's gonna crush you.
It was not my fault. You ran into the light.
You never told me it was gonna hurt.
I cast a moonbeam. You see that it was hurting the zombie. What do you think it was not going to do?
I thought they were like vampires, and instead of the sun hurting, that would be the moon. How was I supposed to know?
You're supposed to know because you see, I was using, holy magic,
I'm not a demon.
Yes, but it still hurts. You're still taking holy damage.
Vaughn, I say as I turn towards him, keep an eye on him.
Yes, master.
I swear, Chef Swear's gonna get himself killed with his own sarcasm.
Varn weighs 2 tons and can crush you with 1 foot. Yes.
Watch out! I'm gonna multi-class move.
Well, anyways, I'm tired.
So I guess we're camping, huh? Are we camping?
Oh boy, I love camping. Except when it's in a swamp. Swamps suck.
I think we should glamp. We should do glamping as well on top of camping.
Is it safe
I
here?
don't know what that word means.
Gl-
I mean, there was a few the weird Ptrafolk. Yeah, those things that the nice old lady wanted us to get rid of. But I think we should do that in the morning when we're not tired and one of us isn't
Right.
drunk.
Is anyone wounded?
Yes,
Who?
I got burnt.
Please,
Yeah,
Scratch.
I'll cast.
He'll be fine in the morning.
Yeah, I'll cast. Where are we? Cure wounds on him.
Ooh. No one's ever cast cure wounds on me before. It's always been me casting it on them.
9 points.
Boy.
Scratch. I
That was
healed
just
you before. Willow has healed you before.
Hmm.
This is the third
well,
person.
Yeah, well, you stink
Hmm.
of mushrooms.
Hey,
Are you sure you want a monkey guy who can actually do magic?
How
Well,
dare
can you conjure one of these domes I hear so much about? I hate
what?
having the rain fall on me.
What?
He looks
What
over
dome
at
is he
Chef.
talking about?
What dome?
The dome! The dome thingy.
Yeah, can't you make the dome thingy with the weird mushroom magic?
The hut.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the snake blessing, and I only get 3 of those.
Can't take excuses to me.
Hey, Scratchy, did you know that if you bleed yourself, you gain back hit points?
Really?
Don't listen to them.
Okay.
This
Um,
is safe.
I'm going to try to scavenge some food for us. Who wants to come with me?
What do you mean you're getting food right now?
Yeah, because we're taking a nap.
But
We
in
need
the
some
evening?
food for the nap.
What can you see in the evening? I guess you can see something in the evening. Okay. Good luck. Have fun.
I'm not sure if it's safe for you to travel alone.
I'll be alright.
I am
You know
hungry,
what?
though.
I have a better idea.
As I probably use all the rest of my spell slots, and I cast pretty much good berries and just give it to everyone.
Good berries.
Good berries.
What's
Good
our
berries for
ration?
everyone.
What's our ration situation? That's a better question.
I have 1 days of rations left.
I have
So
2
yeah,
days.
you get a good berry, 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 I get a good berry.
Everybody
take
gets
4.
a good berry.
Chef
I'm going to take
Spore,
Everybody
so we
gets a
can top
good
off
berry.
HP.
Chef Spore waves a sprig of mistletoe over his closed hand like a magic wand, and through true magic, his fist is no longer empty, and when you open it, a handful of berries just spring out, luscious and delicious. It fills, growing larger as you stretch your fingers and threatening to overbrim your cupped hand.
Okay.
Yo, he did a Jesus.
Ooh.
I count the
Artist
number
comes
of-
up and
I
takes
count
one.
the number of berries.
How many berries did you
Yeah.
make, Chef?
I did 2 spell slot, 2 second level spots, and then 4 first level spots. I think that's enough for everyone.
I think that's the number of your children, eh, Chef?
I take 4 so I can top off my HP.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Tastes
it's
like
like eating it.
water.
Well, this is what happens when I don't have supplies. I can actually cook with supplies.
Well, it's fine. We can just have berries every day. I think it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
and
for
we'll never
for
have to
me.
go hungry or hunt ever again.
Every
Well,
day we'll
that
have.
means I have to make sure that I have at least, I can cast this at least, I have to make sure I can make enough berries for 8 of us.
8 of us. Where's 8 of us? Does that
1,
count somewhere?
2, there's 6. I have to make sure we have enough for 6 of us.
Look at this guy, he can't even count single digits.
Yeah, that's why you can't count the number of kids either. You probably already forgot how many kids he's got.
Wait, what?
Yeah, was it like 6 to the 2nd power? 36? Who knows?
Oh no.
Artist comes up to Odo and says, "So, Paladin, are you pushing forward? Or shall we rest somewhere here?"
Do we want to rest here? Is this dangerous here? I mean,
Well,
the whole place
either
is
that or the
dangerous,
Haig's
but
house. We could always go into the Haig's house and say, "Hey, give us shelter." It's either that.
oh no, I don't like the hag.
I can't fight the hag. I sort of overexerted myself.
Yeah, so let's just make camp where we are.
Yeah.
Right here?
Maybe move away from the entry to where the Mummy King is.
Does anybody want to make a perception roll or something?
Yeah, but the Mummy King's dead, isn't it? So
I
what
will.
difference does it
I'll make a perception roll.
I'll also make a perception roll since I have
16.
a +9 for that. The lowest I can roll on this is a 10. Here we go. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Scratch and Chef are just like looking around. Chef, you spot these like monkeys way up here. You know, you see these monkeys way up here? There's just like, there are like creatures that are alive and so forth. And Scratch, you're just looking around. This is like a ruined castle, right? Obviously. And there are like little outlets and buildings. But you look over your shoulder and you like see one that's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This could maybe be an area where you could sleep for the night as the sun kind of gets lower and lower. So here's my question to the group. If you guys want to push on, we just have to make a con save, as you guys have been traveling all day. Every hour, we just make a con save. Or we can rest. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, let's
Right.
I
rest.
say we rest.
Scratch
Pretty
has
spent all the spells making berries.
Scratch has a useful little spell that I'm glad that you brought up because I forgot I had prepared this. With a smug shit-eating grin, as much of a smug shit-eating grin as a lizard face can make, he just glares at Chef as he casts Leoman's Tiny Hunt.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Come on then,
the
little buddy.
real magic.
Where do you want to put
That's real magic.
it? Where do you
I'm
want to
just
put it?
gonna
Like
put
here or right here?
Right over there, yeah, where your
Right
cursor
here?
is.
Kind of like in this flat area
Yeah.
here? It's a 10-foot
Yeah.
sphere, right?
Let me check. It is. Yes, it is a 10-foot sphere.
What we're going to do is use the persistent AoE effects for stuff like this. I'm going to click that, and now everybody can move their model here. Kind of fit into the hut. I think 8 people can fit into it.
It says 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you.
Warren says, excellent, I'll stand watch.
I got the little dome. It's cool, cool dome.
And I'm just moving everybody in here. Willow's kind of small and she's kind of tiny. So it fits, if you see it like this is kind of how it fits. Now how, technically how the bases of the models work is your base of the model can't overlap with another model. If we want to get really specific, but it looks like everybody can fit in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Vorn stands watch, but Vorn is like kind of like a Warforged. Well, have it. He still has to rest and like power down, but he goes into a Sentinel mode or whatever, where I think he's sort of semi-active.
Oh yeah, Sentry's Rest. Yeah.
Sentry's Rest, yeah. Let me take a look at that. But basically, still people have to take watch if they want.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll stay up for the first watch just so I can maintain focus on that spell just in case if something happens.
I'll stay up with him.
Well, I have to nap. I have nothing left in the tank. I can cook. Wait a second. Before we go to sleep. I'm gonna give food. Okay, I'm gonna give you, Willow, some excellent food, and I'm gonna give Odo some good food, and then I'm gonna give myself some good food, and
well, you need to get your spells back, so you might as well just get some sleep.
Yes. I have to roll a d4.
You're awesome.
You guys get 5 temporary hit points for next round.
How long? 5 temporary hit points.
Until the next long rest.
Now, the way this bubble works, this is what this tent, Liam and Tiny Hut, actually really looks like. It's how it looks like it's opaque from the outside, but you guys can see through it like this. So you could still take watch inside, but it's obvious to any like spellcaster or anybody like that that a tiny hut is up, right? And it makes to like spells cannot be cast through it, right? That's the way I understand it. Right?
Yep. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So, yep. The atmosphere is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. So I guess that kind of makes it a almost physical object, seeing as it would stop rain.
Yeah.
So
it's like a protective hut.
If you would. Can creatures get in and attack us, or
yeah,
do we need to
creatures
watch?
Can.
Okay.
Yeah, creatures can freely enter the thing. That's why it'd be smart to still have watches. It'd just be more comfortable.
Yeah. You and I can take first watch.
Yeah, but
The
because
spell,
of the enclosed
by the way,
nature,
you are a large creature, right, Rune? Or are you medium-sized?
actually, I'm considered medium-sized.
Medium-sized, right? Okay.
You sleep standing up?
He's a horse, he has to.
Right.
Nah,
Yeah.
I sleep sitting down.
Oh. It'd be funny too. He'd just be
After I
asleep,
can't.
standing at attention.
His man half falls to the side to sleep, and the horse part stays up.
Otherwise, I'll be like, breaking gas the whole night. That would be bad.
I imagine he sleeps like a deer would.
This is actually a ritual spell as well, Scratch. That means you can cast it as a ritual, just taking 10 minutes. And it does not use a spell slot. It has a spell casting time of 1 minute, though.
Yeah.
I have some cantrips as well, so anytime anybody needs to make a roll, I'll use guidance now from now on.
Cool.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, since I'm doing first watch, it'd be smart to cast it as a ritual. So I'll do that. Just maintain focus.
Okay, so we are going to rest for the night here, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to just read over the spell a little bit. It is a 3rd level spell, but how I'm kind of doing the balance around Lehman's Tiny Hut is if a higher level spell can somehow, of more powerful magic, it'll be able to go through it. That's kind of the way I'll do it. It has to be very powerful magic, though, to pass through essentially an impassable barrier, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just for example, so I can understand better, so like lightning bolt would not be able to pass through because it's the same level, but chain lightning would.
No.
No?
I'm thinking of, I mean, it is a good idea. It could still be dispelled, from what I understand.
Right.
Again, it would be against the spell save DC of whoever's casting the spell, which would be Scratch. But I'm thinking of other types of magic.
Okay.
The night begins to fall, and I'm just going to kind of go around the table a little bit. We have a little campfire going on. I'll start off with Odo and just go kind of backwards around the table here. Odo, as we're kind of falling asleep at night, what are you thinking so far? What is Odo thinking
That hag.
about? Thinking about a
That
hag?
hag.
You're just worried about the hag?
Yeah.
Or what you think is a hag? Odo, it is a little strange. Rune did bring up the skin color of the hag. You know, natural Chaltons are African.
Or, yeah, ruddy or, yeah.
You know, they're African. They have dreadlocks. They kind of speak in an African tone. This woman did seem a little out of place, right? With all the undead running around Chalt too, right? It's good that, you know, you met Scratch and you can put up this nice little dome, but, you know, you've seen giants walking around, right?
Yeah, frost giants.
And you look over to the Ring of Winter around Artis as he's, you know, passed out kind of asleep with dragon bait. He's kind of sleeping from this, you know, feel like he drank a lot of eggnog or something. No, he's just passed out. You see the ring just like vibrate a little bit around his finger. What is like your goals and dreams, Odo? Like, what does Odo wish for when he falls asleep?
To purge evil.
What do you think about Ross Nis? The legend of this creature, apparently, that has resurrected this undead army that is now let loose onto Chult.
Right. Need to quell that.
Okay. What about Willow? What is Willow thinking about?
Willow is staring at the books, trying to... She can recognize anything that might be similar in language, or if there's any, like, anything to kind of help her try to figure out how to read the language.
What type of roll do you want to make?
I would like trying to boil some water for tea, and I almost boiled it.
Don't kill yourself. Huh. Do you want me to come back to you?
It was shit face.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No, you're good.
Okay.
If I can get the app open. There we go. Let's. Can I do a history check?
Yeah.
I think that'd be the most appropriate one.
That's an 11.
I would. Can I give her guidance?
You're asleep.
That's a D4.
Well, we're just kind of like everybody's just kind of winding down. You see Willow like doing it. Willow can roll a D4. What do you say to cast guidance on her, Rune?
That's a 1.
I say by the blood of the centaurs, may you be guided to Nirvana.
What?
Excellent. It's not high enough, Willow, that you probably would have to like either go back to Port Naranzaro to the libraries there to unravel the mystery of it. Cast comprehend language like we did before. I think Scratch cast it from a scroll, I think. And then so that was it. Like that's it now from Scratch. The scroll dissipates once it's done.
Right.
You do see, I'll just say this, you do see a drawing on the page though. There appears to be 5 fingers. Like a hand.
A high five.
Yeah, like 5 fingers like that. Like a handprint of some kind. It's in black ink. Something maybe that the king was tracing downstairs.
Just out of curiosity, she just puts her hands on the paper and goes, nope, bigger than mine.
Willow's hand is probably very tiny. Let's go to Rune. What is Rune thinking about this adventure, and like how's it been going for Rune? He found the group originally, I think, at Firefinger, with the Ptrafolk around. Oh, I think he disconnected. We just lost some guys.
Oh no.
IP.
He did say that the train was going to have
Got
some
lost.
bad reception, so.
Yeah, we'll try to go back to him in a second. Let's go to Scratch.
Yeah.
He's back!
Are you back, Rune?
I'm in a tunnel, which is probably why it's interfering.
I'll try to
with
come
the
back to you in a
signal,
second.
just so you know.
Scratch?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
What is Scratch thinking about as night falls? Vorn is outside. He's like a statue. But he looks around.
Scratch actually, after gaining a better understanding of what the amulet's connection towards Vorn is, he actually walks up to Vorn while he's on watch, and he's going to...
You're taking first watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to cast a spell into Vorn for him to hold that spell for a contingency.
Awesome. What spell are you casting?
Stinking Cloud. Because Vorn has true sight and he can see through fog.
Thinking cloud.
You cast it into him.
So-
Yeah.
And he absorbs it into his chest. Says, give me the command.
Yep. When the time comes, you will be prepared, and it will be glorious.
He's gonna
just
stink up
skippers
the
back
place
into
through his
the hut.
chest, not his butt.
Right.
I imagine it'd be more like it'd be the cloud would come out like vents from his face, and it'd just be like a breath going around the whole area.
A stinking
That was my
breath
mental
weapon.
image. He got a stinky breath.
Master, I'm starting to like you. But
Hello?
I must tell you,
Huh?
you are the 4th master I've had.
I just point towards the human.
Is he the third?
You know, four is an unlucky number. In the
Yeah.
Did you know that 4 is an unlucky number in Asia? That's not good.
We were
Who are
trying to...
the others? Who are
I'm
the
just
other
thinking
three?
about the source of the undead. Just I just want to figure out where the original undead came from. So
We were traveling months ago through the jungle, and the other one was climbing a tree. He fell, and I couldn't catch him.
Oh,
I had no other command, so I sat and waited for him. While I saw him rot.
Well, that took a morbid turn.
I'm sorry. Was this about earlier whenever I was trying to climb the cliff? Did that make you feel uncomfortable?
Yes.
Only Scratch would get a construct with emotional baggage.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I say as I put my hand as high up onto his leg as I can, but I bet it wouldn't even reach his knee. I won't put myself in danger like that needlessly anymore.
Try to stay close.
Okay, I'll do that.
I waited.
I'm glad you're my friend.
Yes. I waited for so long. Sitting there.
Close to me.
Well, you don't have to wait anymore. Because now we're going on an adventure.
Make a perception
See the
roll.
world.
Make a perception roll, Scratch.
Yeah.
I will roll with Warren here. As we do kind of the first pseudo watch.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll stealth here real quick.
What? Oh no.
Okay. The first watch happens, and what is Chef thinking about?
Jeff is probably thinking about how he's pretty much the last one left of his clan, pretty much. And how he's pretty much now the leader of his clan, and how he's now having the realization of after death, Kurse really doesn't really have a home to go to.
Do you think about the kids that are out there, though? It might be like an extension of your clan in a way.
Yeah, new clan.
New clan, bro. New clan. Hoorah.
That means he would have to make them civilized, which is a lot more.
Chefs.
What is Chef goal besides being just a fantastic chef?
Probably to help goblins actually have good trade deals with humans, since he doesn't want goblins to always be cannon fire for people, and people and goblins having bad relationships. He actually wants some type of good relationship, because with cooking, he has cooked with, alcacras, orcs, all different types of walks of life that sort of changed him to, wanting other people to accept each other and learn different types of cuisines in the world. So uniting people with cooking.
You look down at the staff as maybe you start to doze off a little bit. So the staff's a lot of money. You could open up a few restaurants with this one.
Maybe after we save the world.
Oh, yeah. And Chef slowly falls asleep. Dozing off. What does Chef sound like when he sleeps?
He's a quiet person when
He's very quiet. There's not even there's no
No.
Ever hear a foghorn leghorn?
Chef, what do you dream about when you're dreaming, though?
Dreams about his woman.
Probably learning druid magic, because that's something that he is very appreciative of. Is that him learning druid magic from the mushroom people from the Underdeep? So probably a very cherished memory of his, and why he wants to protect them, and probably why he wants to open restaurants and making sure they're protected. So that's probably his angle, is to protect his friends who talk about magic.
Did you ever find something in the Underdark that was pretty nasty?
Normally his friends just protected him with the undead.
Maybe kind of scary.
You don't really go to the Underdark and not see something scary.
I've seen a couple drows. That's pretty much it.
You've seen drows. Wow.
Drows.
The drows got to be pretty scary, right? They're known for taking and enslaving surface races. goblins too.
They're very pretty.
Are there female centaurs?
I'm pretty sure there are, but why? Why
Yeah.
do you ask that question?
Oh, I was wondering. You were dreaming about.
No, I'm just dreaming about goblin women.
He's thinking about opening up a centaur
Okay.
breeding farm. Getting a bunch of centaurs together and sending them off to Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, we should mix with griffins or something, become a griffin centaur.
Since Rune is back, before I go back to Chef, what is Rune thinking about?
I'm just thinking about the source of the undead, the original undead that probably caused all of this stuff. We need to hunt it down and kill it. That's basically what I'm thinking about.
Rune, you remember the ghoul that you saw? This was like 4 sessions ago, right? Remember there was a ghoul with a symbol on the head?
Yep.
You remember what it was?
No, not really.
It was like a triangle.
Oh, I should have written that. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Triangle. That's correct. So we need to find that triangle guy and kill him.
And in the manuscripts, you see the same symbol, the triangle, right? Sometimes undead are marked by their necromancer or the caster, whoever binds a soul away in the Shadowfell. The way for them to connect a string of life beyond the plane.
I'm gonna write those notes because I'm gonna forget.
Sure. You know the source of the undead now, as Willow has uncovered it for you, as well as the rest of the party, through some of the... It has been confirmed now, at least through King Mbala's journal, which is it was Rosnice's army. But when the gods punished him and basically turned him into, like in the Bible where the guy killed his brother, and he was supposedly...
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel. And
I hate the fact that I know that and I don't know the Bible.
I mean, that's one. That's one.
I blame Supernatural for that.
I'm good with Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's okay.
And
first murder.
Cain was made, I think, to walk the earth forever, and that's kind of where the legend of what the snake was talking about how this man Rosnice defied the gods, and they stripped him of all of his power. And as when they stripped him of his power, he lost the power to control the undead that now wander Chult. Right?
So the man wandering Chult that lost the control of the undead, but he's a necromancer?
Well, unknown. He's apparently worked with a guy named the Mouthless One. And you think back in your memory about what the Mouthless One was, right? As you were inhaling the fumes within the chamber of the jungle spirit, right? You saw a face, right?
That's right.
Did it have a mouth?
And you saw his
Oh
face.
my god, I so want to find familiar spell for all the wrong reasons.
That is a very disturbing mental image.
And you see that picture. You saw that picture of the Mouthless One. Remember that?
Yep. That's cool. We need to find the necromancer, the triangle necromancer. Maybe the hag can help us.
You lie. He does have a mouth.
Puppets from Dr.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a mouth. He just talks through his nose. That's the point. I talk to my nose. I talk to my nose.
And I'll just end Rune's thing here. Rune, what does Rune dream about when he falls asleep? Here we go.
I dream about female centaurs because that's what Otto says.
Centaur porn.
I just imagine like your centaur jank is just like you're just freeballing it everywhere.
Pretty much.
like a horse.
Here, take a look.
Oh God.
But I want to mate with a griffin so I can become a griffin horse.
That's bestiality.
Chef is like.
Does that count?
I guess it half counts because he is a centaur. Chef, you are in the Underdark in your dream. You're being carried away by the drow. You're being tortured. You're being branded by the drow. Like you heard about the other goblins. You're struggling. Fighting. You said you were
Do
quiet.
we notice that he's having like weird dream?
I'm gonna have Chef make a stealth roll with advantage.
25.
Rolls a 25, so he beats Scratch's perception of a 23, I believe. Because Chef says he's a quiet sleeper. Chef is just racked by this dream all night. Over and over it repeats. You're carried away from your tribe, separated, abandoned, tortured by the drow, the Underdark. Your struggle to sleep, the sweat from your brow pales off. And I will roll a d10.
The drow.
You take 1 psychic damage.
Ow.
And
Casual hitting.
And as we wake up,
That's a dream.
As we wake up from the night's sleep, to the next day, Chef does not gain the benefit of a long rest.
Uh-oh, no spells.
As his nightmare.
I have no spells.
Your spells. You cast all your spells, too.
I cast all my spells. I'm doomed.
Bet you feel real smart now, huh?
No, I think we should have him go point and carry a javelin or something.
It's raining in the morning. Is that too loud, guys?
Nope.
Okay. It's raining in the morning.
Be alright.
And as Artist Cinder wakes up, he's like, can't believe how well I slept. Those good berries fit in right in.
Yeah, good thing he made like 20 of them.
No, you got any more, Chef?
Yeah. I did not have that good of a sleep, so...
Oh, that's too bad. How you feeling, Dragon Bait?
Yeah.
Dragon Bait clicks. Oh, what would you say? What were you saying, Chef?
My head.
I
My
slept
head.
like shit.
That's too bad.
Look like it too.
Fucking drow.
Time to push on.
Yep.
You know,
Let's go.
Now let's
Put
get
some
those
terror in the
Ptrafolk.
terror folk.
Yeah, let's get the Ptrafolk. I can cook them up.
I think you should go point and carry a spear.
And as the
Wait.
8-hour time kind of elapses, Scratch, the top of the dome, comes off and fades back into the ground as the bubble ends. That fresh raid right on the face just warms you right up.
I hate rain.
As you hear the raindrops, Odo, on your metal helm.
Ping, ping.
What do you guys do?
Well, let's go kill some Ptrafolk. I think that's what they're called.
Hey, Fairy, you want to see something cool?
Depends on what you mean by cool.
Takes the ring and he forms a dome over his head in a way. It's like an ice sheet, and it blocks off the rain. He says, "Ha ha 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 ha."
Lucky bastard.
Aha, very funny.
I get to show you the train moving. See?
That's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
So with the rain capture, I will actually have the rain capture out and actually capture some rain.
That's
That's
a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Refill our water.
I need to urinate. Do you want to catch that too?
Pitched like a racehorse, right?
No. No. Although, yeah, we're gonna have a fun time.
I'm gonna move
Why?
Chef and
Because
these
you have no
guys.
spells?
I'm gonna move Chef over here, and these guys are catching the rain right now.
Okay. How far is the Petro thing from our location?
You remember what the woman said? That she pointed that it was over here, this way,
Okay.
like over that ledge, on the side of the mountain.
So not too far. So it's not like maybe like a 10 minutes or something.
Not too far. In fact, I'll roll a random encounter to see if they spot you.
What?
Nope.
You had to ask. You had to ask.
Yeah, because I want to shoot him. That's
Right.
Well, I am weakened and beaten up.
This water, though, Chef. Don't you need it to cook?
Yeah. Luckily, if we kill a Ptrafolk, I can cook it up and make sure that we don't have to use rations again. But if
Ptrafolk
having
stew.
a bad night's sleep, it's gonna not be a good time for us.
Taste like chicken, don't they?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I don't know. I haven't had a Ptrafolk yet.
Oh, it was the first time for everything.
Although, well, looking for the scrolls, did I find like a cooking, like how to cook in Mbala or no?
Roll a d20 investigation roll. What you're asking.
Let's see.
That's kind of cool. I'm going to say the DC is 15.
Yay!
Yeah, you found some good Mbala dishes. You found like 3 of them or something. You can make him up. It's probably like African food, you know, something like that. Like rice and beans and things like that.
I thought it'd be like mummy jello, but it's
yeah,
okay.
something like that. I've never been into an African restaurant, really.
Actually, if you go to a South African restaurant, typically they have lamb, right? So
yeah,
lamb.
Middle Eastern type food.
Well, I will actually get Willow's attention and be like, Willow, this is the easiest way to learn a language. As I show her that I have recipes that I don't know how to read, but I was like, I found recipes. It has numbers. This is a recipe.
Ah, got enough water.
What does that mean?
Chuckle and then go join Chef.
Chef has such small ambitions for a small fellow.
The numbers, Chef. What do they mean?
Maybe Will and I can work together. You know, I am a very professional chef. So I know how the recipes are written. And Willow, since you know a lot about history, you can guide me on how to read this.
We can try.
So do I roll with history to see if I understand what the fuck it's saying?
I'm going to say you automatically know it. I'm saying you already know it. You're able to discern it, Chef. It's fine. You know 3 recipes, dishes of the recipes from the Mbalas.
Well, they're recipes from the Mbalas.
I'm going to say it's worth 50 gold. Boom, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
If you trade it back at Port Nanzaro, yeah, for sure. There's some nobles there that probably want some exotic dishes to formulate.
My eyes just give that weird, that anime shine where it's just bling. That's a gold?
So fried scarab.
No.
That's good,
This
man.
is
Fried
good
scarab.
for teaching people, and it also helps Willow learn the language. And then I'll point like what means what, since I understand how chefs write, and be like, so this is like 1 cup of flour. This is 4.
There's a situation where we could both gain from this. You could copy it in a language that you can understand on your own, and I can sell it for money.
No, Willow wants to learn this language, so I'm helping her learn the language.
Yeah, so she can learn the language on another piece of paper, and I can sell the other one for money.
Artist
Willow
walk. Sorry, go ahead, Will.
Hopefully focusing on what Chef is teaching her, and is just like, shh, shush, shush, shush. I'm listening. I'm learning. Shut the fuck up.
Artist walks up to Odo, who's like a knight of the Order of the Gauntlet, and he says, I forgot to ask, what is the name of this party?
We have a name.
We have a name.
Yeah.
Is there a name?
I think we're called the Misfits.
Misfits.
We're not the misfits.
He looks at Odo, he says, aren't you the leader?
I'm in charge here.
Chef's been for the longest.
I've been here the longest, so I'm technically the leader here.
I'm the guy with the giant robot.
Didn't
No
you
offense,
receive
but
places
you
at
look
the
like a hobo.
elf woman?
Oh.
Weren't we
Well,
originally
I am a
hired by that
chef.
elf woman? Or
But
to
let everyone
get
have their
money?
Lyra was our
What
leader.
centaur? I was distracted by something as he looked. His eyes glance back up to your face.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the what is it? The elf woman hired us, right? Paid us money to, look for stuff.
What elf woman?
Lyra, I guess.
Oh, Lyra? Oh. You spoke about her a few days ago.
I spoke about her, or somebody else spoke about her?
Well, she was apparently one of the nobles, and she had to go back to Port Naranzaru. She was looking for the death curse.
Yeah. So she's the one that hired us, right? We're looking for the cause of the death curse.
Well, she can't be in charge. She's not here.
Yeah, but
well, since I'm the last one remaining of that party, I am in charge.
You're in charge.
Says who?
Does that make me second since I'm the second longest party member?
Yes, that means if I die, Willow's the next in charge.
Oh,
what about the death seekers? We're seeking death, aren't we? We're seeking the cause of death, basically, or the cause of undeath.
What about the Kurse Krushers?
That sounds like Candy Crush, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Candy Crushers. That sounds good.
It's the new app. Instead of matching 3 candies, you match 3 coffins and 3 skulls.
Yeah. Kurse Krush.
Your power-ups is the Grim Reaper just crushing across your screen.
The Candy Puff Goblin.
Definitely after this, I'm buying a new chef coat because I miss wearing a chef coat. I haven't worn a chef coat since the incident.
What? Since the incident?
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Wait, so wait a minute. This guy is asking Otto the party's name, so what does Otto say?
Oh, yeah.
For the party leader, you sure are quiet.
Yeah, I know.
Stoic, and he thinks a lot. That means he doesn't answer quickly. I like that.
I thought we had agreed on the Misfits last.
And then Dragonbait says, he clicks at him a little bit. No, that doesn't mean he's slow.
What form of draconic is this? I don't understand it.
I don't gotta tell you, it's not draconic!
Well, it has to be a language that he and
How
him...
about Otto and the Misfits?
Otto and the Pussycats.
We aren't a misfit. See, I'm the forager of the group because,
You're the goblin of the group.
I'm the forager of the group.
He's the chef, too, so he knows the ingredients. So, yeah, he's the forager.
Well, think of the party name later. I mean, basically, we're seeking the cause of these undeath curse, right? So, as you said, cursing Krushers sounds good. We could be cursing all the time, looking for
Kurse Krushers.
Kurse Krushers.
Like a game.
The Kurse Krushers. Is that true? So is that the name of the group?
Yeah, Kurse Krushers.
The Kurse Krushers.
Wait. I have an idea.
Or KK. Do them with K. Curse. Kurse.
Kurse Krushers with KK. Okay.
What about crazy Kurse Krushers, like the KKK?
Yeah, no.
I don't know what those letters mean, but I don't like them.
Let's do that. I like that. KKK.
I want to try something. I want to try something. As I shake the staff, I'm going to try to use control leather to stop making it rain.
Really? You have the power to
waste the charge.
Well, let's see. I used the rain stick to try to stop it to rain.
Start using the spell, control weather?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. How long does it take you to cast a spell? 10 minutes. So we're going to sit around here for 10 minutes, guys?
No.
No, let's go get the Ptrafolk, kill them, cook them up.
I'm going to say it's...
Everything is about killing and cooking with you. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say it's 7:51 a.m. in the morning, right? You guys all have to reduce 1 days of rations, right? We had the day of ration yesterday, right? So I guess the berries count, right, from yesterday, so nobody has to reduce the ration.
Well, didn't the berries cover it?
The berries
Yeah,
covered
the
it.
berries
My
covered
bad. Mm-hmm.
Full day's worth of nutrients, or whatever the spell says.
And everybody click the long rest button on their character sheet, except for Chef, unfortunately. Now, how long rests work is, I reread the rules. You only get half your hit dice back, not all your hit dice. Half the hit dice back when you're out adventuring, I guess. So I think we originally had it as you gain all your hit dice, but you actually only gain half of your hit dice. Cool.
Half the damage or half the hit dice?
Half the hit dice. So the first 4 hours of a long rest, you gain half your hit dice. The second 4 hours, you gain all your spell slot. This is the long rest mechanic that we use. Cool. So I'll tell you guys a few plot points of where we're gonna go, right? And I kind of use the map as a reference, right? Because those are points of interest. We can go see the hag. We can go to the Ptrafolk and do whatever we want to do with them, kill them or whatever, I guess. We can go to the shipwreck, which is days south of here, or we can go to the heart of Kai to the east, or we can go back to Port Naranzaru or whatever else you guys want to do.
I say Ptrafolk, Lady, Ship, then Port Naranzaru.
In that order.
If we're going to Ptrafolk, I'm going to do Crimson Right on the longbow to do extra damage.
Okay, I see it. I see it, Rune. Don't need to type it out. I hear you, buddy. Crimson Right.
Just want to make sure.
The bow is enchanted. Do you guys want me to move the models? How do you guys want to approach the Ptrafolk cave? How about this? I'm just going to move one model at a time. I'm assuming Odo
we're gonna use Chef as bait.
Yeah, so Chef is the point man. Here's the thing.
He's gonna be bait.
We have
Scratch is good at stealth, so if we want to do anything like sneaking towards them, I have a +11 in stealth. So.
Let me ask the group: how do you guys want to approach it? Artis is with you, and I will control him, but he will go dead last in initiative. Him and Dragonbait will both go dead last.
Is Artemis a ranger?
I am skilled in the bow.
Skilled in the what?
I am skilled in the bow.
I thought he said skilled in the bed for a second. I was like, what?
What's your mind? You're still dreaming about female centaurs.
EMI.
I can tell by some things what your mind is on. Look, he points down and sees your studly centaur body. I want to try to keep it PG.
Well, I say we'll do it sneaky style.
Scratch wants to stealth over there. So how it works is, if we all go together, we all roll stealth rolls against the creature's perceptions, right? Or passive perception. If I want to use a passive perception, you have to beat the passive perception by stealth. Odo is clanking around in armor, so he's not stealth, really. I mean, he's going to roll with disadvantage.
Scratch, however, is mega stealth.
So we're just rolling stealth, right?
Or I'm going to just ask the group, does Scratch want to try to stealth over there by himself without Vorn? Because Vorn is pretty loud, right?
Yeah, it would be easier by myself, but it would be safer as a group if we're worried about me being ambushed by the hag.
Yeah, we need to go together just in case if Scratch gets in trouble.
If we do go all together, if one of us fails, we all fail.
I know.
How about let's just make it interesting? Scratch rolls a stealth roll. Let's kind of make it interesting. I'll pull up the Ptrafolk thing and we'll roll a counter roll for them.
Alright, rolling. That is a 26.
Give me a second. Chef, did you cast the 10 minutes thing or no?
No.
Okay.
He stopped.
If you start a spell and then stop it prematurely, the spell is wasted. But I won't count it against you this time. I'm trying to pull up.
Well, I was going to stop it.
Spellus interruptus.
I thought you were out of spells anyway because you had no long rest.
He does.
No, it's the staff. It's from
that
the
was
staff.
staff. Yeah.
Okay.
Have more spells than you know.
Take a level 4 druid, you can cast control weather.
No, that's actually Control weather is actually a really high level spell.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
because you're literally altering the course.
Chef rolls a 26. So Chef, like true to his word, he is extremely stealthy. I rolled a dirty 15 on my stealth roll. I'm just gonna kind of move Chef up to kind of just show you the map. So Chef kind of comes to the ledge. The rest of the party is like standing back, like back here. I haven't moved the models yet. But
You mean Scratch?
I got
I'm gonna get my longbow
I got
ready,
Scratch right here.
just in case.
Yeah, your longbow is ready
Okay.
and it's enchanted. And if anybody else wants to cast a spell or do anything before we approach the cave, they have to let me know right now.
Okay, I'm going to use Wild Shape and activate my mushrooms, which gives me temporary hit points. And if I start attacking with a physical weapon, I actually do more damage.
Cool. What creature
How
do
are
you
we
want
going to
wild
get
shape
down
into?
to the Ptrafolk if they're over the ledge? Are we going to have to climb down?
Scratch.
Somebody rolled a 33.
33 on temporary hit points, man.
For who?
For me.
You
Oh,
got
from
33
Symbiotic.
on temporary hit points?
From Symbiotic
Wow.
Entity?
Yeah. So I rolled.
Okay, here we go. It's your
Okay.
druid. So your temporary hit points is not 1d20. It is 0d0 plus 4 times your druid level. So it's fixed rate. Your druid level is 5, so you do get 20 temporary hit points.
Okay, 20. Yeah, okay.
It actually consumes a wild shape charge as well.
Yes,
so
I know.
You wild shape, so it consumes both your wild shape charges is what you're doing?
No, 1.
Oh, just one? But you do it to yourself in your current form.
Yes.
We're going to lose Rune, by the way, for about 30 minutes, so I'll control his character, or boy, I have Scratch control it, maybe.
Yeah, I get the extra D6.
Rune wants to
Yep.
go first. He's the
No, I'm
point
not.
man now.
Nope.
So
Chef can go first.
Rune as he
Chef can go
charges
first.
in the battle. Rune as he charges in the battle disconnects and he falls off.
Hey, I enchanted my longbow. Right? It's not gonna do very good at the short range.
So Scratch, let me kind of describe what you kind of see. You know, looking down, it's pretty, you do see a cliff edge. This is where the woman said to go. And off in the distance, you see a little flock of Ptrafolk flying out in the morning. They've left the cave. They must be looking for food. You know, like a morning breakfast. The cave entranceway, you can barely see it from where you're at as you get to the ledge of the cliff. But this is the way it looks like. If I path it for you, it's about 50 feet down. And it would just require a climbing check, right?
Or I could safely and fastly secure my grappling hook and I could just rappel down.
Yep. It just requires, I'm talking about if you don't have any equipment or anything like that, right? So I'm asking the group, you guys have wanted to engage with Ptrafolk, how are we doing it?
Ooh,
We should talk about this.
Yeah, I just thought of a wonderful idea. Vorn, the fall damage from that height is not going to do anything significant to him. We could just send Vorn down there, stir them up, kill whatever he can, and anything that flies away, we could just pick off one by one. And
Yeah,
we
we'll
won't
pick them
even
off
be
at
in the
long
crossfire.
range. We'll
Well,
pick
and
off at the...
Willow could also fly down there too and do something and then kind of like lure them out.
I don't like separating the party, though.
That's why I
Vorn,
was suggesting
yeah.
that we send Vorn down there.
Right.
Do that.
And
So
besides, they might eat
objections
the
to
pixie.
You're right.
What a snack.
Anyone object to the Vorn cannonball theory?
No.
Cannonball. I like. Get them in the cannonball position. Cannonball.
And I mean, there's one right there, so if Vorn drops on it, it's probably going to die instantly.
Vorn could drop down. You're looking at the screen. He drops down from here. And this is the Ptrafolk you see right here, right? There's one kind of like on the lookout. And that was the perception roll I tried to counter you with. They have not spotted you, Scratch. I'm going to move Scratch back to here, right? As he just kind of notifies things. And I'm going to move the rest of the party up to see what you guys are all talking about it and, figuring out what you want to do.
I'm going to quit javelin
Okay.
rather than sword, so I can
And
make a
I'll have
missile
my
weapon.
scimitar ready. So
Yeah,
sad.
Chef
I have my
Spear,
crossbow
go
ready.
front.
I have a scimitar. I'm good.
Scimitar?
Scimitar? You have a scimitar?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a
Really? A
Scimitar.
scimitar?
It's a thin version of a scimitar. It's scimitar. It's skip.
It's a scimitar. It's
Scimitar.
like
It's very.
it's like whole. It's like whole.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
like
skim
whole
version.
scimitar, but
It's the skim version.
Yeah.
Skim milk version.
What was Willow
I've
thinking
actually
she wanted to
never
do?
done that.
Willow was saying that she might want to do something. Do you want to shapeshift at all before we engage these Ptrafolk?
I can't do
I like
any
the poisonous snake
flying,
idea.
so no.
But a poisonous snake doesn't have any ranged attacks.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can't do anything with flying either at the moment, so.
Yeah. I mean, you could be a pigeon and just rain pigeon shit on them, but that's not a good idea.
That would be probably the most ineffective skating technique I've ever heard of.
You could transform as a giant lizard to easily climb down there, for sure.
I actually have a quick question about my connection with Vorn. Would I be able to sense if he's taking damage?
I'm going to say you'll know when he gets bloodied.
Okay.
You'll feel something. And then you'll feel the amulet will lose its power once he is destroyed.
Okay.
If he's destroyed.
I doubt he'll be destroyed by a bunch of animals. Am I right?
Bunch of
Don't jinx it.
pterodactyls.
Don't jinx it. I already have no spell slots.
He
Bunch of
recovers HP at
pterodactyls.
such an exponential rate that it would put a troll to shame. I am
He,
sure.
he recovers 1d10 per round, so it needs to be rolled off.
Bunch of pterodactyls.
Alright. So, we're all agreeing with the plan of sending Vorn down first as like a scare tactic, right?
Yes.
Alright.
What do you think,
So,
leader of the Kurse Krushers? He looks over at Odo.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to
no,
the curse. Sounds like a
Hey,
sounds like a damn
before we
plan.
do this, yeah, but before we do this, how are we going to get him back up?
He can climb. He's like 20 feet tall.
Okay. Because we probably couldn't pull him up with a rope.
No.
Okay, we just lost Steve. Hopefully he'll be back in a few minutes. Vorn looks over at you. He says, I just hate to be separated from you, Master. If something were to happen to you.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You're right, I am crying.
Right.
I'll go with you if it makes you feel better.
No, he just kind of like... His circuits are kind of just getting fried a little bit. From the rain.
So Scratch is going to command Vorn to get to the ledge of the cliff and drop down on the one Ptrafolk that's standing guard.
So what? I'm going to move Vorn here. Before he jumps, where does the rest of the party want to be? I know a lot of you guys aren't in here, so you guys kind of have to tell me where you want to be.
I'll be right behind him.
Okay, I'm gonna move you up. See what we got here.
Well, I guess I have to be near Scratch. I'm going to be near Scratch pretty much because since I have no spell slots, I have to be more close up in range.
Okay, you're right there. Vorn is looking
And I'm
back.
gonna-
He's about to jump off.
Do you not have any ranged weapons?
No.
Okay, so I'll lend you my crossbow.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're not going to be useful if you don't have ranged attacks.
I'm gonna just move Artis up here. I mean, he is kind of a ranger, and Dragonbait kind of stays close to him, right? To kind of protect him. I'm just kind of moving him up there. I'm thinking that's where he'd probably go. Rune is Scratch, where do you want Rune to be?
I think he should be right there. Yep, that's perfect.
Right there, okay. And where is Odo and Willow going to be?
Odo will be right near the two little ones on the edge.
Okay. And then
because I just have a javelin, they don't go that far.
Willow, you going to be up there with them like this, kind of near the edge of the
Sure.
cliff? So the plan, I understand it, is Vorn is jumping off down to here, and we'll roll initiative when that happens, right? As Vorn gets near the cliff, he's a big guy, right? He's going to need to make a stealth roll, right? Versus the Ptrafolk, right? That kind of makes sense. Before he jumps off, otherwise the Ptrafolk will not be surprised, and then it's just straight up initiative roll, right?
I'm gonna say that Rune gives guidance to
Vorn.
Yeah.
Okay, the new guidance roll, we're going to use it. You can only use guidance once per day per creature. Okay, so Vorn, why don't you roll the stealth roll with Vorn? Or just roll a d20. Okay. He has a -1 to stealth.
Yeah.
And then you get to add a d4.
So yep. It's okay. Here we go. Come on, give me that 4. That works. So that is a total of 16.
I'm just going to roll, actually it's 17. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're right. 16. I roll a 19, so the Ptrafolk is not surprised. He looks up as he sees this huge hulking guardian approach. He says something in a strange language, and we just roll initiative. How we roll initiative is we're going to use the new initiative system that was recommended by that new DM Cody. How we do it is we'll use alternating initiative. I'm going to have Dragonbait and Artist go back, so all the players roll initiative first. I will let you guys roll initiative straight up. Vorn also rolls initiative.
14.
And usually summons, the way they have summons, by the way, that he suggested, and I would count Vorn as a summon creature, because he's a non-player character, essentially. He would go last. But it's okay, we can roll with him, it's fine.
Alright, and this is for
Well, let's start off with Vorn. What does Vorn get? 3?
A 3. Yep.
Rune. I'm going to roll a d20 with Rune. I'm going to say Rune gets a 17. Scratch, what'd you get?
A 10.
Chef?
14.
Odo?
14.
Okay. I think Chef has a higher dex, or Odo, who has a higher dex?
Probably.
I have a 10, so probably Chef.
Yeah, 14. Yep. 14.
Okay, so Chef goes first. Willow?
22.
Willow's up first. So I think we have it right. And of course, unfortunately, our dwarven friend is not here. So we have Rune up second. I'm going to have Rune be controlled by Scratch. Rune also gets an extra d6 damage to his weapon.
Alright.
So now what happens is I'm going to roll with the creature. Now, how I'm going to do it in the future. So I rolled the creatures. So how it works is I'm going to see what my one of my guys rolled. Rolled an 18 with them. So I did not beat Willow. Willow rolled a 20-something, correct? Or what did Willow roll?
20.
So Willow
22.
beat my creature, which would be I roll with the highest dex creature. And then what it does is I roll down. I'll still use group initiative, so all creatures that are grouped together roll the same initiative count, but they're alternated, they stagger in initiative count. So now I'm going to add the creature.
Well, that cave looks bigger than I thought.
Give me a second while I open the cave up for me.
Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought. I thought that was just a little alcove.
Oh.
What was it?
So here we go.
Or,
I'm going to do it like this. Yeah, I'm just staggering. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it on the screen, but not on the stream version. But what I'm doing is I'm staggering these Ptrafolk like this. This Ptrafolk right here would notice first, though. Let me make sure I got the right one here, or we can start up. I do. But Willow starts off first. This is kind of a dynamic fight, because that's the cool thing about Tailspire, is it really captures the 3D stuff, right? Willow is up first. I've been spotted.
No shit.
I just imagine it's the Solid Snake warning. It's like,
I think I'm gonna do a spike growth.
Okay.
It's a second level, and try to make it a little bit more difficult for those that are underneath us.
It's a 20-foot circle, and you do 2d4 piercing damage. As an AoE effect, you have concentration for 10 minutes on the spell, right?
Okay, so if I want, so am I able to like focus it towards like the area underneath us and not where we're standing? Or is that just the area that we're in?
So I'm going to move you to the edge like this. And what you're doing is you are casting a 20-foot, this is the way it kind of looks like. You cast a 20-foot circle like this on the guy you see down there, right? If I do the map, if I show you the map like that, that's kind of what you see. And that would be where you kind of put it. And it creates difficult terrain, I think.
Yes.
You should put it closer. You should put it closer to the mouth, so whenever something tries to come out, it would have disadvantage on the.
Let me see if I can do that. So I can put it closer to the mouth like this, and then I can extend it out to 20 feet like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, it's a circle, so it only affects creatures touching the ground. Ptrafolk aren't just flying around non-stop. So it hits anybody in the AoE. We'll lock this AoE because it's a concentration spell like that. And now what's cool is I think I can edit this. Oh, no, wait. I can rename it to Spike Growth. Now, originally, I don't, and so yeah, see, and so when I hit tab, it actually says the AoE effect. You roll 2d4 damage right now.
2d4.
It only affects creatures on the ground. It does not hold them in place or anything like that, from what I understand.
That's a 6.
So it's really powerful ability if you were dragging anybody through it, though. And there's no saving throw.
You compare it with Vine Whip and force them across the ground.
Yeah, because every 5 feet they go through this spike growth, like as you pronounce the words, Willow, the spell, you spread out your arm towards the area as if casting seeds. And as the magic takes effect, a new environment takes root there, growing up into a forest of hidden danger. Cool, huh? That's your action. Do you want to shapeshift at all?
Not yet.
Are you sure it's a bonus action to shapeshift? Or are you just kind of waiting?
Kind of waiting, because I'm not sure which animal I want to use yet.
I'm going to move you back from the ledge, so you probably have a little bit more movement left. Just so you're kind of out of line of sight, I guess.
Okay.
Ptrafolk is up. He's stuck in this spike growth. He's going to fly up, get out of the spike growth, right? And he's going to fly back out of the spike growth. He has a move speed of 40, and he's just screaming like, we're under attack or something, right? That's kind of the end of his turn. Rune is up. He's kind of back waiting. His bow is out, I guess.
I'm going to have Rune move closer towards the cliff face to see if he can target that one that was left.
He looks down and...
right there.
I don't see... He doesn't have line of sight on one. No.
Alright. So I'm just going to have him hold his action, and in case something just shoots up out of nowhere, he's going to immediately attack it.
The Ptrafolk say... I'm going to make a roll with the Ptrafolk to determine if they're going to go on offense or defense. If I roll a 10 or higher, they go on, I'm going to say offense. I roll a 6, so they stay defensively and they don't fly out, but they're ready in action, or I'm going to say they kind of move back and they're just kind of assessing the situation. They're looking around. Chef is up. You guys like this system now? So yeah, I go back to a monster, then I go to a player.
What I'm gonna do is probably go up next to Vorn.
Ready.
Next to where Vorn is. I'm going to ready my action. So if I see a Ptrafolk, I am going to, or a Ptrafolk bounce flies at me, I'm going to attack them, or cast Chilling Touch if they come near me, and that's pretty much my turn.
Wait a minute. Artist says, you used all your spells last night? And you don't have any spells left? Oh, you're more worthless than the titless cow.
Wait a second, I have an idea. I could cast Bonfire, and I cast Bonfire on Will's terrain, so it's now Thorns and Fire.
You cast fire? You casting Bonfire on who? On Willow?
No, on the thing that Will has. So it's now Thorns and Fire.
Oh, this little. You're gonna put a little fire spot down here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna burn away her trap?
No, it's now a trap on fire.
I'll put this torch effect
now
down
it's
there.
a trap on fire.
It's going
It's
to
now a
burn
20-foot bonfire instead of a 5-foot bonfire.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. That's...
Ptrafolk are still waiting, you know, in there. Odo's up.
None of the Ptrafolk are out, right, in my line of sight.
You don't see anything unless you want to make a perception roll.
I'll make a perception roll, but
there's just a lot of...
They're not getting...
In battle, as you know, Odo, things can get kind of chaotic. As a natural
21.
20. Odo rolls a natural 20. Things are pretty chaotic in battle. The Ptrafolk are making a lot of noise. Like they're trying to call something.
Oh boy, reinforcements.
And then you say that, and you look over, look out. I'm going to roll a d4. In 2 rounds, some more Ptrafolk show up. Ptrafolk is up. They're waiting. Scratch his turn.
Alright, so... I am going to... Hold on.
Holding.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Heroism on Vorn.
Okay. I forgot what that spell does. Just an HP buff?
Yeah, raised level, right?
No. He's immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier.
Awesome.
So, for the next minute, as long as I can hold concentration, he's immune to being frightened and he has 5 more HP.
Yeah, let me look at Warren real quick again. Master, I already fear nothing. Warren is already immune to being frightened.
Well, now he has 5 more HP.
Yes, but he's like, I appreciate the help. Ptrafolk is up. They're still waiting. Vorn says, ready. You want to? So do you want him to jump down?
Yep.
He jumps down. He says, this is going to hurt. And he jumps down. You're a smash. He takes 5d6 bludgeoning damage as he falls. Right as he falls 50 feet. I'll roll it up. Now, when the Ptrafolk ready in action, they say like, oh, I want to do something. But the way I understand a reaction is like they have to... They can't just charge Vorn outside their turn. They can't. They can only do a single attack, and it's like they're waiting near the door for someone to come in, like within their reach, to actually do it. So they can't just flap the Vorn and attack him. So Vorn steps down. First of all, I'm going to do the 5d6 damage to him. It's a little complex. He takes 16 bludgeoning damage. So, Scratch, do you want to keep track of it?
Yeah, I'm keeping track of it.
Okay. It's not the start of his turn. His regen always begins at the start of the player's turn. Or creature's turn. As you step into the spike growth, you take another 2d4 piercing damage. Willow rolls it up. Unless you want me to roll it, Willow. It's up to you.
I could do that. You said it was the 2d4?
Yeah, because sometimes spell effects they'll be tied to a player's ability. So it's better if you roll them.
Yeah.
Vorn takes another 7 piercing. Vorn has no resistances, so he takes full damage. And then And then you take your... He lands... I'm going to say Vorn isn't super that stupid, but he doesn't land on the chef's bonfire, right? He lands right here. It's pretty... You know, as chef's bonfire is there, it's a pretty big jump. It's like jumping out of a 5-story window. Vorn has to make an an acrobatics check to not fall prone. Because it's falling 5 fucking stories. So,
Had to be acrobatics.
yes, it's acrobatics, because it's like tumbling, you know, into something.
No, I get it. Alright. Let's just get -1.
It's like what a monk would do, right? Monks are really good at doing this type of stuff.
Wow.
The DC is probably pretty high. It'll probably be like DC 10 plus every 10 feet you drop, so DC 15.
He fails. He fails.
So he falls prone. That's all I'm going to do. He already took the bludgeoning damage. Urgh! He falls prone. So with the rest of his movement, he stands up, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So he spends another... He only moved like 5 feet. What's his movement? 30? His movement is 30. So he moved, I'm going to say, 10 plus 15. He's only got a little bit more movement to go. He says, ugh. He starts trudging through. I'm going to say he moves 10 feet. He takes another 44 piercing damage as from the spike growth from Willow. A Willow rolls
4d4.
Yeah,
right.
4d4. Because every 5 feet you move through the spike growth, you take damage.
At first, I meant you 44.
4. 4d4.
4 dice.
Yes,
4.
That's right.
Yeah.
Willow rolls it up.
Right.
He takes another 10 piercing. How's
Sorry,
Vorn doing?
Vorn.
Is Vorn bloody?
Yeah, we didn't think this one through too well.
I mean, you did cast an AoE effect.
Is Vorn bloody?
It's going to deal damage. Close to bloody, but still.
He lost 70 HP.
Taking up. No, he's at 123 out of 151. He's fine, but still, like.
Okay. Let me just double. I'm gonna also just keep my little sheet here. So I'm gonna keep track of Vorn's HP too. 123, and then he has how much left?
He has 123 HP out of 151 total.
Okay. All right. Vorn's turn is over. I'm assuming. Actually, that he still has Stinking Cloud, right?
He does.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
want to cast Stinking Cloud in
I forgot
here?
about that.
Yes, sir.
I'll stink the buggers out.
As you know, these shield guardians, they're made by mages, and mages can store spells in them for later use, making a very creative combo for mages to do all really awesome combos with their shield guardian. I'm just looking up the spell. How it works is Vorn is the caster. Vorn keeps concentration to keep the spell up, since it's a concentration spell. It is a con save. He tries to gas really everybody out. It has a range of 90. He sees everything in here, because Vorn... Let me take a look here. He has dark vision up to 60. And it's a 20-foot thing. Let me just take a look at Vorn real quick again. Sorry, I just got a lot of tabs.
No, you're fine.
Vorn is... He's not like the most intelligent creature, though. He just like listens to a command and then he goes after it. So let's see here. It's a 20-foot thing. He looks around and I mean he sees these. He sees them right here. So he's going to cast another AoE effect right here. Stinking Cloud. It's 20 feet like that. And I'm going to lock it. Okay, so there's the Stinking Cloud. I'm going to rename this one to Stinking Cloud. And I think we can also...
yellow for the effect.
Yeah, let's make it yellow. Like this. And I have to make con saves with all these guys. Let's see if I have to make it. I think we're going to make it now. Nope, the effect starts on the creature's start of turn.
Yep.
Okay. Vorn casts a spell. His turn is over. Artist is up. Show me the foe. Dragonbait says yes. Willow, it's the start of round 2. Willow is up. The creatures show up.
Wait. You just said Dragonbait said yes? He said a
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to... Dragonbait says, Thanks for catching me, buddy. My DM slipped. Willow is up. This is round 2. The Ptrafolk show up next round.
They're not coming out.
They're flying in quick.
Did you say they're flying in Cool Whip?
They're flying in quick. Cool Whip. Is that what you think? They're flying in.
I thought you said they were flying in like cream, like a tub of whipped cream.
Oh boy.
What?
Did not hear quick. I heard Cool Whip.
What do you want to do, Willow? You still have your spike growth going on down there?
I think what I'm gonna have Willow do is she's gonna fly down by Vorn.
Okay.
Gonna hover near where Vorn is down
Willow
on the
moves 10 feet. Willow has a fly speed of 30, I believe.
Right, but if she just kind of drops and then hovers.
Yeah. So dropping requires no movement.
Right.
So you fly. You've only used 10 feet of your movement. I got you kind of in a flying state here. You see inside. Does Willow have dark vision? I don't know.
She does not have dark vision.
You fly and like you see Chef's bonfire right in front of you, and you see this large stinking class god. But like all of Vorn's feet is like massively scuffed. He's taking some damage.
I'm gonna hover or flutter as close to Vorn as I can.
Okay, so you get up to Vorn.
And then, while I'm next to Thorn, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave towards the inside of the cave.
Okay.
At a 3rd level. It's a 15-foot cube.
The range is self though, so you're gonna hit Vorn, and so you can't do it like. You got to get closer.
Okay, so then I move as close as possible.
You want to dash in there? You have to use the rest of the movement. Okay, but you don't want to move up to the stinking cloud, do you? Or do you want to move? You want to move like right there? Okay.
Right to the edge of the cloud, so I'm not quite in it, but I'm close.
Do you have a? So you can't cast Thunder Wave yet because it requires an action, but you can do a bonus action. Do you want to use it, or you want to stay in your caster form?
Well, I'm trying to look at the pieces thing, and the webpage like froze up on me.
Hello, cat. The cats are shapeshifting too.
I just got scared from my own cat feeder. That's beautiful.
Oh no. Do you want to stay in caster form, or what? Do you want to do a bonus action of some kind?
Yeah, I'm gonna transform.
Okay, when you transform, you can't cast spells.
I don't know what I want to do then.
Get some extra HP. You'll be a tank. You'll be able to soak up damage whenever it's their turn to attack you.
Turn into a Ptrafolk. Make them confused.
I don't think I'm able to turn into a Ptrafolk.
How about a Ptrafolk eater?
Are they called Ptrafolk? Because it looks like it's spelled Ptrafolk. Like Ptrafolk.
Oh, it's Ptrafolk. Yeah, I said it wrong, and I think it...
This is the first time I've actually seen their name, so I think we both...
It's a unique creature from Tomb of Annihilation. Willow, do you want to shapeshift, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't cast spells once you shapeshift.
No.
Because your hands don't have a somatic component, and it's just a balance thing. You can't cast spells while shapeshifting.
Right, no, I get that. Can I undo my move?
No.
No? Okay. 10
seconds.
Turn into a black bear or something.
Let's go back to the wolf. I don't know. The wolf space.
Do the lizard so you could climb back up if...
Willow says she wants to be a wolf. She turns into a wolf. She's no longer flying. Okay, so Willow, you stand. You see where the AOE is? You're standing in your AOE. Take 2d4 piercing damage as your feet as you begin to not hover and your feet go onto the spike growth. Take 2d4 piercing damage as your wolf form.
Oh, I didn't think that through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it goes on.
Wrong ones. I hit the wrong ones. Okay, 7.
7. Now, what happens is this requires a concentration check. You have. I'm gonna give you the average HP of the creature, which is 11. You have 3 HP left as your wolf. Make a concentration check. A concentration check is a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. So you make a Constitution saving throw. You pass, so you're still able to maintain the concentration of the spike growth. You wish to drop the spike growth now or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the way I have dropping concentration, it requires no action. If you do it outside of your turn, it requires your reaction.
Okay.
That's the way I'll do it. So what I'm gonna do is delete the spike growth now, like that. Okay. Ptrafolk are up. So the Ptrafolk starts its turn inside of the cloud. It needs to make a con save. What's the con save?
16.
Okay, here we go. Fails. So it's incapacitated, and the way I understand it is it can't do anything besides yak and crawl essentially out of the cloud. It must make a con save. On a save, this creature spends actual wrenching and reeling. Creatures don't need to breathe air or are immune to the poison. A moderate wind can blow it away. We're near the edge of the cave. It's raining out, so there is a little bit of wind. I'm going to have Scratch roll a D... We'll say a D6.
Okay. 2.
The effect will be over in 2 rounds, as the wind will blow away the thing. So this guy spends his turn yakking. He crawls, though, within Willow's threat range. I'm going to say he crawls right here, but Vorn is, like, looking at him now as all the spike growth shrinks around him, and he's like, enemy acquired. Rune is up.
I do have a question real quick about that. So it's a moderate wind, right?
Yeah, I don't... It's windy, though. It's, like, raining, and there's some wind, and we're near the edge of the cave. No, I think you're right. I'm gonna stick with what you're talking about, Scratch. We won't nerf it. The effect stays up.
Alright, so it's Rune's turn, and he still can't see anyone, right?
No, he can't see anybody, but the plan was just to send Vorn down there to beat some ass.
That is true. So I'm gonna assume that Rune, with his eagle eyes, can at least see in the distance that more Ptrafolk are coming.
They're coming in!
He's gonna hold his action.
Sure. Ptrafolk are up. So I'm alternating here. And I think it zooms into the Ptrafolk. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It zooms into the one I'm looking at. I make a con save with this guy. You guys like the way I'm doing initiative? This guy yaks and so forth, and he kind of moves up to there. So he failed to save, and he crawls out. And he's not going to fall over the edge of the cliff. Chef is up.
Can I climb down or no?
Yeah, you just climb at half speed. It's a 50-foot drop, and then you got to drop 10 feet. You could actually climb down, Chef, this way, and climb that way, without jumping or taking any damage.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so let's move you. Give me a second here. But what I'll do is we'll climb you down. I'm gonna use the point tool. Hopefully it'll work. Like this. So it's you move at half speed. You move at 60 or 30. You actually climb down to right there. Then that's the end of your turn.
I'll use a dash action.
That's the dash action. Yeah, you can only move 60, right? So that's as far as you move. You move 30. I just moved you down 30, climbing down.
Yeah, then I can dash to do the rest.
He did dash.
That is a dash, because you move at half speed while climbing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to send you the climbing wall, Chef. I'm going to time you in 6 seconds. I want you to climb 30 feet. Ptrafolk are now up, right? Unless Chef is going to do a bonus action doll.
Can I bonus action dash or no?
No, that's a rogue. Like cunning action. Ptrafolk are in here. I failed their save so far. This guy fails a save. He backs out. Is this thing opaque at all or no? Like, can I see through it or no?
The cloud?
Yeah.
The cloud's heavily obscured.
So he crawls out. So they crawl out. They're already moving at half speed. So I'm doing the movement correct. Odo's up.
Do we want to climb down there? Because we're up here not doing anything.
Watch out! Hardest
We
points.
are about to be attacked by like 3 or 4 of them who are coming.
Oh, yeah.
They don't put the crazy in the first name of the crazy Kurse Krushers for any reason.
Right.
What do you do, Odo?
I'm clinically insane!
I'm doing nothing.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
just
I'm
readying
doing
an action.
nothing,
When you
'cause-
don't do anything,
Yep.
you are just doing the dodge action. Because we're in combat. Ptrafolk, other one is up. This one is over here. I make a con save with it. Natural 20, so it passes. It's going to go up to fly out to here and attack Willow. It gets 3 attacks. Attack number 1. It moves half speed through the cloud, though. Let me make sure it has enough movement. And it doesn't really know. It's flying, though. So I will roll a d20 to see kind of...
Because it can't see.
I roll a
it's
natural
there.
20 on the 20, so it flies up to Willow. I'm going to roll 2 claw attacks and a bite. I roll a 1 on the first claw. I roll a natural 20 on the second one. Willow takes a critical
Nice.
hit.
That's 3 20s in the span of like 30 seconds. Holy shit.
Yes, it is. I don't roll a super crit, but Willow takes 8 plus 6 for critical damage. She drops out of wolf form because she has 3 in there. So 8 plus 6 is 14. Minus 3. So Willow takes 11 damage in her Willow form. As she shapeshifts back out.
That wonderful.
Willow makes a DC 15 con save right now.
What?
A DC 15 con save. As you
How
take
do-
a critical
I don't
hit, as the Ptrafolk claws right across your throat in wolf form, you shapeshift back out of wolf form, and the huge gash is across your neck.
Right, I don't know how to
saving throw.
roll that.
Go
Okay,
to-
Constitution.
Constitution save. I'll say con save, it's kind of the same thing.
Okay,
No, you're good.
I got confused.
You take a stack of
better?
exhaustion. We've reworked the exhaustion mechanic. It's not as punishing. Willow has 1 stack, so she has a -1 to all of her rolls. And I do the last attack, which is a bite attack. I roll a 22. Willow takes another 7 piercing damage. Scratches up.
Not playing well tonight.
Oh my god!
These guys are pretty nasty. They have 3 attacks. That's what makes them pretty nasty.
All right. So, are there any sturdy that side of the cliff face? Is that like sturdy enough for me to hook my grappling hook onto so I can rappel down there?
Yeah, you have to set it up as an action.
That's fine. I'll use my entire turn to get down there.
Boom!
Safely.
You do that, and you just barely misses. You barely miss. You drop the rope as you hook on the thing. Your grappling hook is latched in here, and you like jump off the last 10 feet. You slip down, and like one of those army guys or navy guys coming out of the ships, right? They call it like a free drop or something out of the Apache helicopters. Boom! You land right on the surface. That is your whole turn unless you do a bonus action.
Yes, actually, I will bonus action real quick. I am going to... It's called Combat Inspiration.
Chef, you look over and you see Scratch just rappel down.
The hook's right there too, in case anybody else wants to jump down here. Though we do need somebody.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So I am going to use my bardic inspiration and combat inspire.
Now here's a question before you. Oh, is this from your subclass?
Yeah, it's my subclass.
Okay, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to use my bardic inspiration die and give that to Willow.
Okay.
So Willow, you now have a D8 that you can use for anything that a normal bardic inspiration die can do, as well as using it to add to your damage, an attack roll, or as a reaction to add it to your AC.
Cool.
Okay.
Potentially turning a miss into a hit. The last Ptrafolk is up. It is outside of the sphere. It sees, everybody choking and gagging. It sees this giant robot. It sees Willow there too. Well, not really, but it could fly around. I don't know if it has enough movement to do so. Let me look it up. It has a fly speed of 50. I thought it was 40. It's actually 50. So I'm going to do this. And it can get up to, I'm going to say it gets up to Vorn and attacks Vorn. And you hear it screaming in something in a strange language. Attack number 1 onto Vorn. Vorn has an AC of 17. Attack number 1. All 3 attacks are bite into Vorn. Vorn is deflecting as best he can, and it does no damage to Vorn. Vorn is up. Vorn has 2 attacks.
Yep, he is going to multi-attack, slam this weird Ptrafolk thing for trying to get as close to Scratch as he could. How dare he? So he's going to retaliate by utterly annihilating this thing with both of his fists at once.
You want me to roll it up, or you want to?
No, I got it.
Cool.
Alright, so...
It's the start of his turn. Before you begin the slam attacks, roll a d10, and that's how much he regenerates.
That's right. Okay. Is that plus his con modifier?
No,
or is that
just d10.
No? Okay. Right. It'd be a little busted if you could recover that. Alright. That is...
This is just a monster, right? He's not really... But he gains 4.
Don't call him a monster!
The Ptrafolk, I don't think they have a very high AC. Roll to attack.
Yes, sir. So since it's multi-attack, I need to roll for both, right?
You roll once and twice, right?
Yep. Okay. So that plus... What's his attack mod?
His attack mod is plus...
That...
So he has a plus 7 to hit.
7.
So it's an 11. They have an AC of 12, so you miss by 1. So you have to roll a 5 or higher with 1 to hit the Ptrafolk. Yep. Roll again.
Okay. So, yep. The first slam misses. However, the second slam utterly annihilates.
2d6 plus 4. Bludgeoning.
2d6 plus 4. Rolling. That is a straight 10.
The Ptrafolk is wounded. Vorn's turn is over. Artis is up. Watch out! Willow's up.
I think since she's back in her form, we're going to use the Thunder Wave.
You want to use Thunder Wave right here? Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to use it as a 3rd level spell.
That's going to hit me and Vorn.
Ah!
You want to hit Vorn, but you'll hit all these Ptrafolk.
Oh, I don't. Fuck.
See the AoE I put out? That it's going to hit everybody, but we'll hit Vorn.
Ah!
Don't you want to be crazy?
You could move closer into...
I already had my moment of crazy.
You can move further into the cave and hit some of them, but not all of them.
She moves in, she's going to get hit by the stinking cow.
Just do the Thunder Wave. Just deal with the punishment.
No.
What would Chef do?
She's
That
trying to
would use
cast
the
it.
thunder wave and kill everyone and say,
She's
"Oh my bad,
trying-
whatever."
She's trying to cast it at 3rd level. I only have 39 HP. That could kill me.
It won't
That's a
kill
sacrifice
you.
I'm
What
willing to
doesn't
make.
kill you makes you stronger.
Here
Would
comes
a
Steve,
second
guys.
level work better for you, Scratch?
Oh, and it's the top of the round, right? Because Willow's up. Before
They
Willow,
don't
you can
have a lot of HP.
Willow, you can think about what you want to do for your turn, and let's wait. Yeah, what do you want to do, Willow? And then the Ptrafolk will arrive, and hopefully that'll get Steve joins in here.
Let's do the thunder wave.
As long as you don't do it at 3rd level, because 3rd level has a chance of killing me instantly.
Fine, I'll do thunder wave at 2nd level.
Let's do the thunder wave at 3rd level. Let's get killed.
Yeah, come on. Let's go for the TPK.
Yeah, let's have some fun. I saw who's dead.
Come on, TPK.
We're having a little trouble, like most crazy with a K. You know, we're having a little bit of problems there, Rune.
Okay.
It could be worse. You could be fighting a vampire.
Or here's another solution. You could just go around the stinking cloud and hit 3 of them instead of 4 of them and not hit me or Vorn.
Is there room for Willow to move around the
I'm looking at it, and it's going to be very difficult. Like, there's one Ptrafolk here. They've stepped out, so they get an attack of opportunity if you start like moving around them. This one actually has to fall to the ground. No, this is the one that's flying and attacking you, Willow. Remember, it flew out and attacked you? These ones are on the ground. They were gagging. And the other one crawled out. This one also flew out to attack. I'm going to put it in a flying state. Flew out to attack Vorn.
Let's do the thunder wave at 3rd level. Let's see what happens.
Stop trying to tell me there's a thunder wave at 3rd level. That can actually kill me.
So, as Willow, as you're thinking about this, you look to the horizon, and these other Ptrafolk are flying in. There is a few more Ptrafolk. Oh, shoot, I disabled the flying. So.
It dies instantly as it falls hundreds of feet.
Oh, no. I gotta reveal it.
Take fall damage.
Alright. Oh, you know, it might be bugged because it's in a flying state. So I'm going to have to remove it from flying and then try to do it this way.
So it does die.
That sucks. Oh, there it is. That one showed up. The other one showed up. Reveal.
Alright.
And then I'll put them into a flying state next. And these guys are... See if that does anything. Not. So you see these other Ptrafolk now dive bombing in. Oh, too high. Yeah, that's the way they're looking, probably. They're out probably about that high. You hear this loud screech.
Save your 3rd level spell slot for an actual 3rd level
They're
spell.
coming in and they're dive bombing onto the upper group.
Wouldn't that be a reverse dive bomb from their altitude?
I have no idea.
They're shooting towards.
They're flying in, though. But that's... I'm going to put them in the initiative count after this turn. So this is your turn to, like, shoot at them as they're coming in, right?
Okay, so if I move towards the edge of the cliff, that would cause an attack.
You're in combat right now, Willow. Yeah, because you moved up, you shapeshift. It didn't turn out to be quite the way you thought. But it could be worse. You could be, like, digging around the ruins and setting off traps.
I'm a natural dumb blonde at moments.
You want to shapeshift again? You want to try to heal yourself? You want to use your action surge to heal yourself? Okay.
I'm going to take a risk of attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And dash to the edge of the cliff.
Okay, you're flying. Where do you want to move? This way?
Yeah.
Okay, to the edge of the cliff. You're flying, like over here. So I'm going to make 2 attacks of opportunity. One attacks you at disadvantage. I'm going to be the first guy. They attack you with a claw. This is the first one at disadvantage. What's your AC in Willow form?
15.
I miss you because I tried to hit a 13. The second one tries to attack. That's a I didn't mean to roll twice. That's just a normal hit. At an 18, you take another 5 slashing.
Okay.
Scratch, a claw attack, scratch across your wing, as you barely escape.
Fucking puzzle all over again. God damn it.
Now, here's the thing. You have an AC of what you said? Before I do the damage to you, what's your AC?
15.
You can use your reaction that Scratch gave you to negate the damage. Did you roll a D? What Scratch's dice that he uses for his Bardic Inspiration?
Okay.
Roll a D8, Willow, to add it to your AC. So you're inspired to dodge out of the way of the attack.
4.
So you add, you said 16 plus 4, right? Or you said 15 is your AC?
15.
15, so
Plus
it goes up to
four,
19. I rolled an 18, so you just beat it. You take no damage.
Oh.
So
Okay.
remove. I said I did 5 damage. I did not, right?
Right. Okay. So then I'm going to face the ones that are coming in.
Look up at the sky.
And I'm going to use the Thunder Wave in that direction at 3rd level.
You can't do it that way because it has to be at yourself. It's Thunder Wave is a self-cast spell.
It's centered on you.
It's centered on you. That's the problem. It's like you're taking your hands, Willow, and smashing them together.
That doesn't. Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll come back to Willow.
No,
Willow's turn is over.
Okay.
Okay, just for now.
Yeah.
The Ptrafolk down here below is tried to attack Willow, but was unable to. This guy right here he moves up to attack Vorn. Like this. Attack number 1 on Vorn. Does not hit. Natural 20 on Vorn for the second claw attack. I roll another 20 to see if I super crit. I do not. Vorn takes 3 slashing damage, and the last one is a bite. I roll. Oh, and Vorn. I'm sorry. 3 plus 6. So Vorn does not suffer from the status of exhaustion. We won't do it for him. That's okay for now. Actually, fuck it, we will. I'll make a DC 15 con save with Vorn. It's Vorn's. Yeah,
Wait, what?
Vorn makes a DC.
He's
15.
immune.
Yeah, but
He's
Vorn,
immune to exhaustion.
I know. It's for like critical hits, so it's like lingering injuries.
All right.
Vorn needs to be repaired, man.
Repairs at the start of every turn.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so
Until he fails, he takes a
is
minus
not
1 to
gonna
all of
work.
his rolls now, right? Because he takes a stack of exhaustion. I said he took 3, but I have to add the other D6, right? So he's actually 9 slashing. Do you understand, Ratch?
Yeah, I took that damage.
Like I'm also
some
keeping
oil like the Tin Man.
I'm also keeping track of that. He's at 118, correct? Okay, last attack with the bite. I actually already rolled the bite attack. I rolled a dirty 20, but I did roll an 18 on that one as well. He takes 9 piercing, so I'll roll minus 9. That Ptrafolk is over. Rune is up. So Rune, these other Ptrafolk have started to fly in now. Do you see them there?
Yeah, how many are there?
There's quite a few. There is 4 flying in, plus a large one like the
At
Alpha.
least 10.
I'll fire at the large one with the
It
crimson
screams out.
white longbow.
Yeah,
longbow
fire it out,
twice.
bud.
Let's hit this thing. I'd also like. Can I use as well? Is that possible to add to the roll, or is that not the right roll?
What are you trying to add?
Not to the attack roll, right? Just added a D4 to a hit.
Does it say to add to D4? Oh, for your guidance?
Yeah.
No, because it's only
Does that
it's
just
only a
add to
skill
one?
check. A skill
Okay,
check.
never mind. All right.
Yep.
And isn't that like an
Let's
action to
play.
cast?
Yes, that is true. Unless he holds it as
Yeah,
concentration before the fight. 16, that is a hit.
And the 19, so 2 hits.
Hit, yeah, you hit 2 times.
And one is 6 points.
6, I'm keeping track of it.
One is 7 points. So
Okay.
total 13 plus another 2d6 because of the
Yep.
crimson.
On the right, yep.
Hold on a second. 4. 3. So 20 points total.
Got it. It's wounded. What else do you want to do, Rune? Is that the end of your
That's it?
turn? You're kind of standing at the edge of the cliff. Do you want to reposition yourself?
Yeah, I want to go back a little bit further. Maybe go back 20 feet and get a little bit.
Okay, like
cover.
there? Behind some of these ramparts a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He took 20 points as just injury? Not bloodied or something?
It's like a giant fucking guy, yeah.
Oh, okay, we're dead, guys.
You're dead.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah,
No,
didn't think this one through too well.
By the way,
the
it's time
Ptrafolk,
to curse. It's time to curse, right?
The
We have to do the cursing pressure.
the Ptrafolk moves outside of the thing. He moves up to, he's flying now. I don't want to really put him in the flying state, so I'm going to try to move him right here. Of course, you know, it's very finicky.
Oh, he just fell to his death.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
he
that's his death,
He's
DM.
flanking
So, hey,
Vorn.
what's a good flying curse? Anybody know any good flying?
He's flanking
ability?
Vorn. Attack number 1 onto Vorn with a +2 to hit. I hit with a 23 for 7 slashing onto Vorn.
Ah, friggin' hell! I think that's the best curse we do.
Attack number 2, 17. What's Vorn's 18? You see, 17?
17.
It's just barely because of the flank. Vorn is trying to fend him off. He takes another 4 slashing from the claw. And also another bite attack. Hitting pretty well, rolling well. Another 8 piercing with the bite. Vorn is
We're gonna lose a party member. We're gonna lose a
Vorn-
party member today.
Vorn is almost bloody. Chef is up, climbing down the thing. You see the rope here where you can reach out and grab it and get down there in this round if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I think we
Okay.
should all
do that.
curse every time we attack.
You're
I
right
think
next. You're right
Cursing
next.
Crushers, right?
You're right next to Scratch.
Is this one in my attacking range?
You can't move any further. That's what I'm just saying. Like,
Oh, it is in my attacking range. I can actually attack this thing.
yeah, is it within 10 feet? Is what you're saying? It's 6 feet away from you.
I can actually do something cool for once.
Yeah.
Yay!
What do you want to do, bud?
So with my scimitar, I'm going to go and slash this motherfucker.
Okay, we'll say you can get up and slash him. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's good, motherfucker.
You
Yeah.
keep calling it a scimitar.
A 12?
At 12 hits.
Okay, are you ready for all the damage that I gotta do to your
I'm
4/4
ready.
creature?
I'm ready, buddy.
So, okay, it's gonna be a 5 plus my the wild shape. 5.
This is from the
come
Ascension
on.
thing you're talking about?
Yeah, the symbiotic entity 5. Okay, I'm gonna roll another d6 and then roll d6.
The weapon
You
attack
take 6 damage.
Yeah, necrotic.
You take 1 necrotic damage and then 5 regular damage.
Nice.
And then I can attack again with my scimitar because I now have multi-attack.
Really?
Scimitar.
How do you have multi-attack as a druid?
I don't.
Your turn's over, right, Chef?
I had it.
You thought wrong. Chef, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I could do.
Ptrafolk is up back in here. The Ptrafolk is still was gagging a second ago. I moved him outside of the stinking cloud. It hears the screaming of the Ptrafolk fighting outside. So again, it's going to fly around. So I just moved him a little bit here. Let's see what I can do here. He moves 50. So he can only move up to here. And then he takes the dodge action. So he's not able to get into the fight, but he's dodging right there. Odo's up. You see them coming in, Odo. They're coming in hot.
How far are they?
They're pretty far. I can try to use the ruler. They're coming in. I'm going to say they're about 50, 70 feet in. It looks like they're probably going to dash in next round.
So with my javelin, I'm not sure how to read the range. It says 30, 120.
If you attack
You
something
just attack
outside
at disadvantage. Unless you want to ready the action to when they come in close, and then you throw it right at
Yeah, I'll
them.
ready the action before they come in close.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. Odo, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Ptrafolk down here is up. This one was being attacked by Chef. It is attacking Vorn. No, I selected the wrong one. This guy is the one selected. It moves
Wait a
up.
second. It's in my range, right?
No, not yet. Relax. Let me think about what he's doing. He actually, yeah, he's just going to walk up to Vorn, and Vorn is getting kind of badly damaged, and they're just starting to swarm Vorn down. Attack number 1 misses Vorn. Attack number 2 misses. And attack number 3 misses. Scratches up.
Scratch is panicking now, saying that Vorn's getting swarmed and ganked. So he himself is going to cast Stinking Cloud.
Okay, where do you want to cast it?
I'm gonna cast it where I can hit all of the Ptrafolk, but not myself.
Okay, you can't do that because this is heavily obscured. Oh, by the way, Vorn has to make concentration checks for every attack he got. So do you want to say the stinking cloud is down?
Sure. I mean, he has a +4.
Roll it up.
He has a +4 to his con.
I'm going to say you got hit 5 times, so roll it up 5 times. He's got to roll higher than a 10 every time.
Yep. Let's go 5 or higher each time. Alright, so that passes.
He has to roll a 6 or higher. That's his second one.
That passes.
Yep.
Nope.
So the stinking cloud goes down, right? And then we're going to retcon it a little bit, that this guy would then be able to fly up and attack Vorn. Because he'd just be able to fly through the stinking cloud, because he doesn't have to do that redirect that I was doing, right? He flies directly towards Vorn. Let me just measure it out to make sure I'm not too far away. Yeah, about 50 feet, right? I'll attack 3 times with the guy. And then Vorn will be up. Oh no, I'm sorry, Scratch is up. Attack number 1 onto Vorn. 2 is a hit. Vorn takes another 6 slashing. And the last one, the bite attack, misses. So Scratch is now up. So now you can, the reason why we did that, Scratch, is now you can see past Vorn, right, into this area and cast the stinking cloud effect onto them again.
I wasn't going to cast it there.
Okay, where do you want to cast it?
I was going to cast it to where it would engulf all of them, including Vorn.
That's what I'm doing. So you're casting it back there, so it doesn't hit everybody. So let me try to do that. See what I'm doing? So I try to cast it. The problem is so how I do AoE to kind of simplify it is I'm not trying to touch Chef's base, right? You see that? If the AoE touches the base of the creature, it's effective. That's kind of how I do it. Just to simplify it. So this is so it touches this guy, right? And so it's hitting all the creatures now, Chef. That's correct. Your concentration is being used. Scratch, my bad.
I feel like you have to kill one of the S characters, or else you're gonna play the game with Scratch Chef.
Alright, so I casted that. Alright. And I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration on Vorn this time.
You can see Vorn because he's sticking outside of the thing, right?
Yep.
I'm going to turn it into a stinking cloud here again. Like that. So Ptrafolk are up now, or do you want to move it all, Scratch?
No. No,
okay.
I think I'll just leave it there.
Ptrafolk are up. This guy is now... We have to make a con save with this Ptrafolk. I fail, so he's gagging. He doesn't really know where to go. I guess he would crawl out like this way. Vorn can't see the Ptrafolk because they're heavily obscured. But he can make an attack of opportunity. Oh, he has blind sense?
Yeah, he has 10 feet of blind sight.
Vorn attacks straight up if he wants to.
Yep. Alright, that's why I tried to pair that with him, because he can see at least a little bit. Wow! That was about to be a crit fail, but that hits.
Oh, that is a hit. Roll damage with Vorn.
Alright.
It actually can't crawl out of the way. It crawls at half speed, right? And it's just crawling probably randomly in this direction. It's feeling around in the cave floor. It crawls at half speed, so 30. It can only move 30. Yeah, it does crawl out.
So that means it would move like 15?
It just crawls barely out. No, it can't use its action dash. So it can only move 15. So it's moving like this.
Alright.
And it's still, once it fails its save, it's permanently affected by the ability. You do 5 damage to him?
9.
9. Okay, cool. Vorn is up, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
He is going to multi-attack. What's the one that looks weakest? Since he can see all 4 of them.
This one's got some damage.
The big one. Kill the big one.
Is that the only one that's been damaged so far?
There's a few of them that's been damaged. I'm just clicking around. This one's pretty damaged.
That one. He's gonna attack that one.
Okay,
Alright, first attack. Alright. That hits.
Vorm is slamming down. Let's see if I can pull up some sound effects for Vorn. Last time I only pulled up the gears for him.
Oh. That is 12 bludgeoning.
Almost kills him.
And he's gonna attack that one more time. That hits. It's dead no matter what the roll, so I'm just gonna ignore the roll.
Something like that. I think you're gonna kill the guy. Your second attack finishes one of the Ptrafolk off.
Guaranteed kill.
Cool. Artis is up. Artis makes a shot with his longbow. Why doesn't Rune roll it?
Yeah. What do I need to work? What am I rolling for?
Roll a longbow attack with Artis. Unless you want me to roll it.
Okay. 1 second. 20 total.
He shoots at the big guy too.
Oh, I'm rolling for Artis, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 12 damage to him, so I'll just use your. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll damage. I'm just gonna use your ability with him. Okay, so he takes 5 damage. He gets 2 attacks, so roll again. He gets multi-attack.
12.
That's a hit. They have an AC of 12.
Okay. Then 11 points.
Dragon Bait is up, and he is. I think he just has a weapon. So he's a melee weapon. Willow is now up, but I'm gonna. So it's the start of the round. Now what I'm gonna do is add these guys to the initiative count, and then how I add them into the initiative count is I stagger them in. We did kill a guy, so I'll stagger him in between Scratch and Vorn. The dire Ptrafolk will go in there. The other one will go in after Vorn, and this one will go in between there, so it'll be like
Bless
that.
you.
Willow's up.
Not gonna lie, I think we're outnumbered.
Yeah, remember you gotta curse. You gotta curse every time you kill something or you hit something. That's where the cursing crushers.
No, we're Kurse Krushers.
You need, by the way, when Vorn's turn is up, you need to roll that D10 for him to regen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a lot to remember.
We're cursed and cursing, so because we're cursed, we curse all the time.
That's some bullshit. If
that is some bullshit.
Bullshit.
I feel crazy.
That was literally on the 7. That was on the 7, but then the 1 lit up. That doesn't make any
Willow's
sense.
up. You're at the edge of the cliff, waiting to thunder wave. Now here's the thing, Willow. You can move.
I kind of want to take a page out of Chef's book and just run away.
You guys kind of maybe understand why the woman didn't attack these Ptrafolk, maybe.
If she's a hag, she could easily kill them. Unless this is her way of trying to get us out of the way.
I think the woman's just lazy. So
I think she's just trying to kill us.
Or she's not a hag.
Definition. You really have to have some good loot, though. If we kill them, there has to be some good loot.
Or they could just be animals and we're attacking their nest.
I'm actually going to cast the Enlarge Reduce spell on...
Do it on Vorn. Do it on Vorn.
Vorn's already big enough as it is.
Make him huge.
Do it on Scratch. Do it on Scratch.
I was going to do it on Scratch.
That's just going to make me medium.
Large, and that's going to make the target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth increases its size by 1 category from medium to large. If there isn't enough target, the creature has maximum possible size in the space available.
I do not think Scratch is great.
The target also has advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks will deal them an extra 1d4 damage.
Sir,
Oh my gosh,
Mbala.
Chef Spores, it's gonna have to go to damage.
Sir,
I want everybody
sir,
to look at the screen of Chef Spore as a giant chef right now.
I do not
I will
think
give you
Scratch-
nightmares.
Were you giving that enlarge induce to Scratch or the chef?
Just
The chef.
Scratch.
Oh, you're giving it to Scratch?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
While she was giving that speech, I'm like, I do not think Scratch is green or has hair.
I'm sorry. I keep getting you two little midgets mixed up. Now, let me move you over
How? We're completely different.
here. I know.
You have to
The
kill
only
one of us
way-
off then. You have to kill one of us off. because it's a-
Yes,
Oh,
I
there-
agree with that.
Scratch.
I agree
There you
with
go,
that.
buddy.
I agree with that. Since,
go up and
since I'm
touch
bigger
Scratch.
than him now, I kick him off the cliff. I'm the only one. Now.
There you go, Willow. Do you want to move anywhere else?
Run away. Run away.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just.
You want to
flutter
fly up?
away.
Or where do you want to? Do you want
I'm
to fly back behind the
pulling
pillar
you,
here?
Steph, and I'm gonna kind of just
You
fly away.
cannot run away from them. They fly faster than you.
I'm going to fly you right over here, I'm going to say.
Fly me to the moon.
Like right here.
Okay.
Ptrafolk are up.
You can hide.
They're all on the stinking
Oh,
cloud, so I'd make saves with
would
them.
What'd you say? The penis folk are up? Yeah, that's good.
2, he also fails. It's getting pretty challenging for them to move around. I'm going to move him up here. He doesn't move. He's crawling out through here. I'm going to move him out like this. I'll defly him like this. So he crawls around. You feel like the hand of a Ptrafolk come down on you, Scratch, as he begins to crawl out. And the Ptrafolk crawls out gagging, and he throws up right under your nice boots. Chef. Rune is up.
Wait a second, he threw up on my boots, right?
Yeah, it wasn't an attack or
penis-headed
anything. You can't do your reaction. Rune is up.
For these penis-headed Ptrafolk, my arrows will perform massive circumcision on their scrotum.
This
head.
Ptrafolk up here
Crispy-
is now bloody from all the arrow shots, though, that are coming in on it.
The big one?
Yeah, the big
big
one.
one or the small?
Bloody.
Yeah, let's
If you
let's
can get rid of that
concentrating on the big
before it
one.
lands, that'd be great.
Yeah, let's keep getting rid of the big one. I'll fire 2 more arrows with the big one. This one is a 14.
That is a hit.
And the second one is a 21.
That's another hit, buddy. Your 2 arrows strike true.
First one does 12.
Oh.
The second one does minimum, so 5. So,
Oh.
so 17. Then I do 2d6 from the Crimson Right. Hold on just a second.
Gonna kill it? Almost.
5 and then 1 more. So 4. So 9 plus what was it? 17,
almost
26
dead.
points.
The arrows fly out and batter into its wings and arms and its legs, and you hear gurgling sounds as the arrows begin to riddle the front part of its chest. What else do you want to do, Rune? Is that the end of your turn?
Maybe if we killed their leader in front of them, they'll all fly away.
Yeah, see,
Right.
see, you don't take the piss with the crushing, with the Kurse Krushers.
Yeah.
Ptrafolk are up, Rune? Ptrafolk, this guy is in the edge. Yeah, so this guy, see I'm highlighting it and it highlights the model. He's in the edge of the AoE, so he has to make a save.
And his model's head is actually in it. It's like getting fart in the face. It's gotta suck.
Here we go. Roll
Crawl off the
17,
cliff.
so he passes.
Damn it.
He's not going to stay in the cloud. His effect starts on the creature's turn, so he can't just keep making saves. This will allow... Has Vorn used his attack already?
Mm-hmm.
He has used his reaction. I'm going to say he flies...
Oh wait, no. That reaction came before his turn. His reaction starts at the
It resets,
His
yep.
reaction All right, so yeah, he can attack him.
Roll reaction attack.
Yes, sir.
Vorn has like a pretty good reach. Does he have a reach of 10? Take a look.
I don't.
He has a reach of 5, so...
That's a 19 to hit.
He does, yeah, because the creature started right here, and then I flew him around. Roll damage. As Vorn slams down into him.
Massive reach.
That's my Eldritch Blast effect. That to use for Vorn. I'm going to find some more sound effects for Vorn. 11? It's pretty badly damaged, but these Ptrafolk are unfazed by the attack. As the more they get damaged, the more enraged they get. As you are attacking their nest, they're going to fight to the death. They attack the 3. He's going to 3 attacks on the scratch and flanking. Attack number 1 on the scratch. Natural 20.
They're going to scratch. They're going to scratch.
How do these animals know how to flank?
They're intelligent. Scratch takes 14 slashing damage on the first attack. Scratch make a DC 15 con save or take a stack of exhaustion.
Jesus Christ.
Penis says are pretty smart.
Well, that passes.
You passed. Okay, attack number 2. 18 on the scratch. Scratch AC is 17, correct?
The connection's getting real. The connection's getting real scratchy. I can't hear you. Hold on.
Alright, try.
Alright, say it again. Say it again.
Scratch, you don't take a stack of exhaustion. What's your AC, Scratch?
19.
It's 19? Okay, I hit you though still with a 20. Take another 8 slashing. The last attack, the bite attack, does not hit. Chef is up.
Hello, my friend. I'm gonna teach I'm gonna teach you a little lesson because I have a new whacking stick and I want to try it out.
As I go with the raised stick of Mbala and just go whack with the thing in front of me. 12?
That is a hit. All these Ptrafolk down here are a little hurt, guys.
Does anybody have an area of effect spell?
I'm gonna hit it with. I'm gonna hit it with 2 hands.
Yep. 6.
Because the staff is a little bit big for me, so I do 6 damage plus an extra D6 because of necrotic.
I love how you're embracing the spore build. It's kind of cool.
And
you just need a multi-class rogue now, so you get the sneak attack.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking! To make you just go get rid of this fucker!
Here we go.
Hey,
I get 2 more damage. So, oh god, the math. Oh god.
I already added it in there. It's another 2.
8. You get 8 damage. 8 damage.
At the end of your turn,
It's a
Chef.
wonderful name in the Ptrafolk. It's a wonderful way to kill Ptrafolk.
You take your staff and you slam into it, Chef. You break across your staff across the abdomen of the Ptrafolk. You hear a blood-curdling shriek. Ptrafolk are up now, I think.
You little bitch!
This one is in the stinking cloud. Oh, Chef takes damage right from 2 attacks. Chef make con saves twice to keep the stinking cloud up. Because he has to make a concentration check. Scratch. I'm gonna get that.
Stop mixing us up.
Sorry, buddy. Scratch, Chef. That is what it is.
Won't you kill my Ptrafolk?
Con save number 1 out of 2.
That's the
I think we found the DM's
20.
weakness was
Natural
all color
20, con
starts with
save
the
number
letter
2.
S. So there's Steve, Scratch, Spore, Susie.
Why are the tiny guys up front and trying to get killed or something?
Scratch number 2.
Right.
Because they're crazy with a K, man. You guys need to understand this.
Wow.
Crazy
Both sides of the spectrum.
cursing
So
Kurse Krushers.
the concentration check fails. Boom. This guy who is up.
Really hoping I could use that.
He moves
first
up, so
con save
he doesn't see. That's the thing why I don't roll them all right now. Scratch is because it starts on the start of their turn, right? So the cloud shrinks back and wisp away into the rainy air. 3 attacks onto Born. Attack number 1. Born has an AC of 17, I believe. That hits because he's flanked.
Yep.
5 slashing onto Born. Born's almost bloodied. Attack number 2 onto Born. Does not hit. Attack number 3 onto Born. Hits barely with a 17, right? Takes 8 piercing damage as the Ptrafolk begin to swarm Vorn and try to tear him limb from limb. Odo's up. Your reaction.
Please climb down.
So the Ptrafolk out there haven't taken their turn yet. You're still racing, ready to throw in your javelin. I'll give you advantage on the roll now since you've been kind of eyeing them down, Odo. Okay?
Okay.
Ptrafolk are coming in.
That looks
I think,
like
or we're
there's
still
4
with
left, maybe.
Yeah, we still have a few left down here. They're beating the shit out of Vorn, though. They fly up and attack Vorn. This guy is also flanking Vorn. Oh, you're rolling to attack? Okay.
Wait. I rolled the wrong dice.
You throw it out there, sure. We're going to say you throw it at the big guy.
Yeah, at the big guy.
Did you roll to hit, or no? You're just rolling with advantage? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
All right. 26?
26.
You already rolled
matter.
the damage
Yeah.
with 9, right? How do you take down the big alpha one? As your javelin throws out into him. How do you kill him?
Right through the throat.
This is like the 5th killing
In
throw you
one
have.
end and out the other.
It drops. It piles down into the trees below. You hear a thunderous crash. And I'll turn it into
now
a
that
bang.
we've killed the big guy, hopefully the rest of them will run away.
Well, apparently they're not, because you guys are in the middle of their house and trashing that place. And
we're not in
taking
their
the piss.
house.
The smoke
We're not
goes.
taking the piss.
The smoke goes
we're
down,
under mine.
and Vorn sees something over here. Scratch. There's a bunch. He hears the calling of these young Ptrafolk over here. He says,
Oh my
"New
God,
targets
oh my God.
acquired." You've attacked their nest. They're not gonna leave their young behind. 3 attacks onto Vorn. Attack number 1 misses. Attack number 2 is a hit. With
I'm horrified by the fact that these things are not only swarm tactics, but they also have 3 multi-attacks.
That's the way they are, and that's the way they wrote them up. The last one barely hits Vorn for another 4 piercing, rolling a little low on the damage. Vorn is now bloodied. He is taking a lot of damage. Scratches up.
What was that first bit of damage? I didn't hear it.
I already got it. I'm keeping track of it for you, buddy. It was 3 and then 4. He has Vorn has 65 HP left. Yep. He's doing a good job tanking the hits. This was the original plan, guys.
The original plan was for him to scare them out, but now that we're going to nest, that's not happening. All right.
I mean, we've kind of rolled initiative. You failed with the stealth on Vorn.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Nice knowing you, Vorn.
Sure is.
Remember, you got to curse every time you attack.
The cursing Kurse Krushers.
Yeah. Cursing Kurse Krushers.
Crazy cursing Kurse Krushers.
You arsehole.
Scratch, what are you going to do, buddy? You're
bugger.
Hold on.
Okay.
Bloody bugger.
Everybody's talking at once. It's confusing me.
Have you been hit at all yet? Have you been hit at all, Chef? In this combat encounter?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Scratch is up.
It's my smiling. Right. No.
Well, because your bonfire spell's up, so you have to make concentration checks, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Vorn.
Vorn is a construct and cannot be healed.
Yeah, he needs mending. You have to use mending spell.
Yeah, something like that. Mending takes a minute. Cast too.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Lawyered.
Then I'll just. All right, I'll
Scratch. I'll allow you to try to heal him if you overcast the spell.
No, I'm just gonna
try overcasting. Yeah, overcast.
Yeah, overcast it. Come on, he didn't.
I'm not overcasting. I'm just going to cast Stinking Cloud again.
Okay. We're gonna cast it. Let me see. So we're gonna try to hit this guy here.
I'm gonna cast it centered on myself.
On yourself?
Yep. I'm aware of what it's gonna do, but I don't care.
It's true.
I hold
my
breath.
Kurse Krushers
way. Hold my breath, plug my nose, and I cast a spell.
Love it. It only affects you on the start of your turn. So the spell goes off. And let's change the effect again. Boop. The crazy Kurse Krushers.
And since I'm now heavily obscured, I assume they can't make attacks of opportunity. And
they can. They make them at disadvantage.
Even though they can't see me?
Yeah, that's how I do it when they're in the cloud.
Yeah,
wait,
take that.
Wait.
Ballsy.
Wait, I think Scratch is correct. They cannot mix it. They're in combat with you, so they hear you, kind of things like that. That's why it's at disadvantage. Because you were there 1 second, then you're walking away or something, right? That's kind of how I think about it. Yeah, you're running away. Where do you want to run to, Scratch? And also, you're blinded now, too. You're heavily obscured, too. Because you don't have blind sense or anything, right? So you have to...
No, but I was looking in the direction I was going to head.
Sure,
before I cast the spell, so I run straight.
Okay, you
into
want
the
to
cave.
You want to into the cave like this?
Yep.
Okay, you run past Vorn. I think you can move about
and I'm
there.
going. I got 35 movement.
Okay, I'm going to move you out of the stinking cloud now, so you're not affected, right? Because it's only at the start of your turn. It's kind of like what you described, right? You saw the direction, you cast it.
Yeah. I was wondering
as
if
a large creature, though, to move past Vorn and stuff like that, it takes double movement. So I just moved you that far.
I'm not a large creature. I'm only a medium. I'm normally a small.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I was wondering why she cast that on me.
Oh. I thought you were huge. My little buddy, or large.
I was wondering if I could attempt to flank, flank that Ptrafolk that's partially sticking out of the cloud.
So these guys this guy was attacking Scratch. This guy was attacking you. I'm going to make one attack of opportunity. The other one doesn't know you're there. The other one, as you run past him, right, this guy wouldn't know you're there as you run out of the cloud, right? So I'm just going to make one attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Attack 1. It does not hit. I roll with disadvantage. Does not hit you. So that's your action and move. What else do you want to do to Scratch?
Was that all of my movement?
Yes, because moving through heavily obscured is double movement.
Okay. I was just hoping I could get closer to behind those Ptrafolk so I could flank them, but that's fine.
You're probably technically right at the very edge of that.
Yeah. What can I do as a
you have a bonus action? You want to Bardic Inspiration yourself?
Yeah, I can't. Well, no, actually, I'm going. No, I already cast a spell this turn. So yeah. Could you show me what's within 10 feet of me, like a radius, please? All right, so they're not. All right, never mind.
You can touch this guy's base is getting touched, but I think do your allies have to be within 10 feet of you as well?
No.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna cast Bardic or use Bardic Inspiration on myself.
Vorn is up. Roll a d10 to heal him.
Vorn dies.
Roll a d10 to heal with Vorn.
If Vorn dies, Scratch is going to be clinically depressed. That's not even an exaggeration.
Okay. Well, you're just kind of seeing the limits of Vorn. Roll pretty well. He's almost back up to bloodied.
They deal that much. They deal like twice that amount of damage per character.
Knowing the limitations, like Vorn is very powerful, but he's not like a walking god or anything, you know.
He is a walking god.
The plan was to scare them, but now we're fighting to the death.
The walking mother effer of all gods.
He is going to make an attack against the bloodiest one, so probably the one to the left of his character.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
Roll an attack, buddy.
He's gonna make a strike against him. Hopefully, it gets max damage, and I won't have to use multi-attack to finish him off. Hits. Roll damage.
Intense D&D combat.
That plus 4 12. Yes, finish him off.
Splat.
So I can use my multi-attack to attack.
Attack this guy over here.
To attack. Yep.
Finishing him off, Warren.
The least amount of HP if possible. That might, if it does enough damage, that might actually. Alright, that definitely hits. Unfortunately, it wasn't a crit, so it's not guaranteed, but. Oh, no. That's a lot of damage, though, so. That's.
12? It's badly hurt. Ptrafolk, this guy's up. I think now we have all the Ptrafolk in the caves turn are over, but the Ptrafolk outside are up. I'm just seeing which one we got here. It's this one right here.
I saw 4.
Yeah, so there's 4 up here still. I'm going to try to move them as best I can. You have to fly down, and they move at a speed of 50, so they dash down into you. They're dashing down right there. They're dashing down into you, Odo. Right?
Okay.
They're not like attacking at a super advantageous. I'm going to dash 1 up to you as well. And then I'll dash another one up to you, Odo, there. This is their full movement. Okay. I'm gonna fly him down like I'm actually gonna fly 1 up to Artis up here too. Artis says, "Get this bugger off of me!" He attacks with his longsword. He hits and he splashes it for 10 damage.
Are you taking the piss, Artis? Are you taking the piss?
I'm just gonna do 1 attack with the guy. Dragon Baits gets a little bit of action too. The other Ptrafolk are up. I already moved him up. Dragon Bait attacks with his little weapon. He also hits. He does another 6 damage. Kind of keeping it simple with the NPCs. The other 2
what was
are...
that? You said he dealt 60 damage?
6. Yeah, Dragon Bait is the real G around here.
Yeah.
Willow is up. All right, do you guys want to call it a night as we approach the top of the round? You want to keep going on like another round?
I think we should probably call it. I'm pretty tired right now.
Cool. You guys want to end it here, Willow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Let's end our session tonight here. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. The fight is pretty complex, you know, it involves like creatures coming in and a lot of creatures with a lot of attacks, right? We got NPCs, we got Vorn in there. Vorn is doing a pretty good job though, tanking, right? He's just got he's bloodied, but I mean he's holding his own. Now Scratch, you kind of know the limit of him.
Otto, let's go for some tea and let the little people handle it.
Yeah.
Willow, please don't run. Strengthen numbers.
I just find it really funny that out of everyone, Chef Spore has to actually do range attacks, and I'm like, fuck! I built a far range ranger for I built a far range Spore Druid for a reason, because no one uses it that way, and now I'm like, fuck.
Why would you make a ranged build for a Spore Druid? You know they're melee casters, right?
Yes. Because it's
Are
funny.
You just doing it to be unique?
Because with the Halo Spores, you can actually have enemies away from you, and you can actually cast spells to actually help your people. So you're actually like a more active debuffer. That's why I have like Earth Tremors, all the fun spells that actually do debuffs. So I'm a little bit more supportive than anything.
Oh, anyway, Otto and I were gonna go for tea. Have fun.
Yeah.
Otto, you just got dive bombed by 3 of them.
What's the odds of us going into a TPK with this fight?
Highly unlikely, but the chances of Vorn dying are getting higher and higher with each passing round, which is why I had to use all of my 3rd level spell slots just to keep him alive.
Would have been nice to have Fireball. Blast them all, right?
Hey,
no, because then all of us would take damage.
If I accidentally miss a Petri dish and hit Vorn, what would happen?
No, it's a really cool strategy, Scratch. I like it. Because Born has the blind sight with Stinking Cloud, and it can really, you know, anybody who fails a save like loses their whole turn.
Yep.
It wouldn't work against undead though, really. That's the only thing.
No, because they don't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
really
does
awesome.
it not work on Chef Spore? Wait. Since I'm now a mushroom entity, does it not work on Chef Spore in all functionality?
You still need to breathe.
No, I'm technically a mushroom right now. So, dude, that's an effect.
There's a fungus among us.
Well, how many hit points does Vorn have left?
Yeah,
anyway?
we need a rule lawyer right now.
You are not a mushroom. That's not what symbiotic entity is. All right, Born is at 72 HP out of 151.
There's still a lot. I mean, there's still double, most.
They dealt an average of 25 damage a round.
Yeah, symbiotic entity, I can do 1d6 if I do melee damage, and with my reaction, if I do activate my reaction does 2d4 instead of 1d damage. I wish I had access to Find Familiar.
All that damage you want, you're still not a mushroom. You are still
a
living, breathing entity. You are not. That is what the symbiotic entity is. It's something in you that's a mushroom.
Time for
not
Puff
you.
the Magic Dragon, like it's for the magic mushroom,